right, and I am live here once again and in your head, wrestling radio on the internet icon, the pride of the pilgrims, handsome Jackie Jones. Oh man, the most honest man in all podcasting. That's right. It's Tuesday, just like every week we do the show for, I don't know, 10 years maybe. So hopefully Intra gets here. He decides, right at 9 on Tuesdays. Like, oh, yeah, we're doing the show. I forgot every week. But anyway, if he shows up, cool. If not, we're going to be doing the show. I don't know what's going on. I think he's wiping his ass, which is good, though, because after you take a long poop, you should wipe or wash. But anyway, you want to clean the sphincter is the thing. So anyway, we're here to talk about the wrestling, folks. If you guys want to call in, zoom in, it's iwatchwrestling.com/Zoom. And you can talk all about the wrestling here on 420. You know what I'm talking about. This is the day everyone pretends they're pothead, and we get endless 420 jokes. It's an annual event. So anyway, Dynamite last week. The week before was, WrestleMania, so those 10,000 wrestling shows. This week we're back to normal, and I don't believe I watched any of them. But I did watch Dynamite, and Dynamite was a hell of a show, and it got over 1 million viewers. I'm not a guy who talks a lot about the ratings, because I don't care. It really has nothing to do with my enjoyment of the show. The only thing that's good is if a show gets good ratings, the odds of it continuing are good. So I like AEW, so I'm glad it did good ratings. People can argue if this is obviously a lot of it is to do with NXT not being on Wednesday night anymore. But why have the two shows on the same night anyway? But anyway, we'll talk more about that probably later. But AEW Dynamite, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed pretty much every week. But I thought this was a very good show. We had the long-awaited Young Bucks versus Death Triangle match for the title, which everyone has been waiting for a long time. I think Intra might be here. Let's see here. I can't really see what I'm doing with these sunglasses on. I probably should take them off, but screw it. All right, let's get him in here. Pretend we're not live. Decided to show up, huh?
I'm here.
Jesus. Man, you must have to take a big dump. Are you rubbing one out?
No. Well, would you
get hype?
I'm hype.
Don't be hype. Stay hype. Don't get hyped. Stay hype. You ready to rock?
Futured endeavored. Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, we are going to dedicate this show to our fallen comrades. All right, here we go, Intra. You ready? Boom! Here we go. Before we go live, anybody you want to badmouth before hit go live button?
Probably.
It'll be off air. No one will
know. Probably. I don't know.
God damn. All right, here we go. Saving the gold for live interest. So 3, 2, 1. All right, and we're live here at In Your Head Wrestling Radio on the internet icon, the pride of the pilgrims, the most honest man in all of podcasting, handsome Jackie Jones, left my right-hand man, my audio soulmate, and the enforcer of the Headyverse.
1 inch biceps, the power go. Bah! Bah! It's kind of a William Shatner bah. Bah! The boss baby, man, tells you what to do, all that jazz. Bam. Bam.
We're dedicating the show to all the fallen comrades that were WWE. They're always like, record profits. We're making a mint. Let's fucking fire a bunch of people.
Always got to fire some people.
Yeah.
They fired quite a bit. last Thursday, wasn't it? It wasn't it the same date as like
Same day as last year.
yeah, so they have like a date where they fire
It's
people.
probably a holiday for them.
Mm-hmm,
They probably get together and like whose lives can we ruin this year? It's like their Christmas.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Love it.
So who do we got? We got
Chelsea Handler or somebody.
Chelsea Green, who was
Chelsea Green.
she was Laurel Van Ness in Impact Wrestling.
Ooh!
Laurel Van Ness was her name.
Did you just make that up?
Nope. Came right up here off my dome.
Damn, Laurel Van Ness.
That was her name. Yeah.
I saw she's got a podcast now. She got fired and she started a podcast.
Instant podcast.
I don't know who she is. She might be great. You know her since you're a big Laurel Van Ness mark. How would you rate this young Chelsea Smith?
She's pretty solid. I liked her. She isn't that wasn't Zack Ryder? Are they together or are they not together no more?
I don't even know who she is.
Yeah. So she probably has to put up with his toy hobby if they're even together anymore.
Maybe she's into it too, though.
Maybe.
I say grown men with toys are cool. You got all these toys and play.
Don't know anything about any toys. I mean,
you got all the whole set here of the monster cereal guys now.
Yeah,
got all 5 tiki mugs.
Hell yeah, Boo Berry. Got the Fruit Brute. You got the. Let's see. I said Blueberry already.
Yeah, you got
Frankenberry.
The two of the normal ones. Yep.
And then Count Chocula.
And then you're missing one here. He's kind of behind my shoulder.
Oh, what's his name?
The Yummy Mummy.
Yummy Mummy. That's it.
That's what your dad calls your mother. He's like, get over here, Yummy Mummy.
I've never heard him use that one.
Would you be weirded out?
Yeah, that would be a little strange. Yeah, a little out of character. I would probably suspect that he had been replaced by a body snatcher of some sort.
Have you ever asked your parents what like cute nicknames they call each other in the bedroom?
No, I don't think any kid ever asks that of their parents unless they're like mentally disturbed. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're not a kid anymore. You're a grown man.
I don't think any grown man asks that of their parents unless they're mentally disturbed.
Yeah, it's just a question that came up.
A lot of questions come up on this show. I mean, a lot of questions.
Chelsea, yeah. Like, have you ever did an upper decker?
Yeah, that's one that comes up pretty often, and I always answer no.
Right. One of these days, they're gonna catch us off guard, and it'll be intro, be like, "Holy shit!" The 1 week I actually did it, and they asked.
Mm-hmm. And they asked. To me, I just don't see that as like a good form of revenge. I mean, what does the turd do after it leaves
your asshole?
Yeah, like, well, once it's in the upper decker, like, does somebody just have to fish it out, or does somebody flush it?
I don't think the flush from up there the solids would go through.
It could go through the hole, and maybe that would be a pain in the ass.
I don't think so. I think you got to clean out.
Mm-hmm.
I think doing it would be like do you have to like squat over the top, drop down, squat over? I don't know. It doesn't sound like a good time.
Yeah, I don't think that's a very good like prank to pull on somebody. Yeah. You could think of better things to do.
Yeah, like meatball sub.
We would have to go back and look at the archives and see if Mr. Fuji actually pulled out an upper decker once, or just thought that's so beneath me.
Do you think that guy with the toupee that they put in, they gave the Warrior Award last week at the Hall of Fame? Do you think he was like the modern day Fuji? He was a guy who was like the bag man, like he was like the cleanup guy for people who committed crimes, because they never really explained what he did.
Nah, I haven't watched the Hall of Fame, but I do know who you're talking about because I've seen the multiple highlights of the Hall of Fame that they've played on WWE television, and it is pretty obvious that that man is wearing a toupee. I
Yeah.
mean, why you want to do that to yourself? I mean,
Are you
just
glad now that you shaved your head and not went the way of this Warrior
of
Award?
the toupee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing against the guy. I mean, he's a Warrior Award winner.
But everybody knows it's a fake rug on his head.
Oh
So
yeah, it's really
why
bad.
bother? You know? I mean, everybody knows. There's nobody who is fooled by that. So,
I agree.
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
Chelsea Greenberg, she was
That's not even her name, is it?
uh,
Chelsea
what was it,
Green.
Laurel and Hardy or something? You said
Oh, no, Laurel Van Ness.
Laurel in this.
Mhm.
Who else was fired? I know Samoa Joe. That's a big one. That
Samoa
one I'm
Joe's the big
actually
one.
surprised by.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I have a question. I probably should know this, but because people say, well, they can't. They just WWE can't, give everyone a life. They can't hire every. I understand that,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a difference between just letting someone's contract go and firing them. When you're record profits, you really shouldn't need to fire anybody unless they do something wrong. Let their contract expire. I get.
Yeah.
I don't even understand the purpose of a WWE contract or the legality of a WWE contract. So let's say you sign like Gallows and Anderson, they sign what, like a 10-year, 5-year deal for big money.
Mm-hmm.
So under that contract, they can't go anywhere. They couldn't even quit if they wanted to. But every few months, WWE could fire them if they so decide. That's a very one-sided contract. The whole point of a long-term contract is for the employer, like, okay, now we know we have this person under contract. They can't go anywhere else. And it's also good for you because you're getting paid for this amount of time. There's security there.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no security there's no point in signing a long-term contract, because when other places come up and want you, or if you take off, you can then negotiate and try to get a better contract. Yeah. So these contracts are set up for long-term contracts, should be mutually beneficial, but they're not. They're only beneficial for the WWE because they can just say, hey, we don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think they're even legal if someone would challenge them.
Mm-hmm. It would be funny if somebody got fired and they're like, oh no, WWE, you have to employ me. Kind of like how they do if somebody wants to leave.
Yeah, like, well, you can't quit, but and then they have the 90-day no compete, so they fired you and they still can't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Tucker was another one.
Yeah, man, did he get fucked?
Who's Murphy's old partner? I forget his name.
Brown.
Murphy Brown? No, that's a television show.
Oh,
I forget his name. He tagged with him on NXT.
Stanley.
Billy Kay, Mickey James. That wasn't the name I was trying to think of.
But both the Iconics, they were fired different. Boy,
yeah.
WWE. I'll be honest, I've never been an Iconics fan, but there are people who like them. So they split the team up with the idea they were gonna push Royce. Didn't push either one. I think they made two separate teams with both of them, and then split both those teams up and fired them. Very bizarre. And this was the team they got behind and had to put the titles on when they were pushing, when Bailey and Sasha had that great moment winning the belts. Very strange.
I thought they were going to push Peyton Royce, but for some reason they decided not to, because she won that one like body fitness bodybuilding thing or something. I don't know what it was, but like, so they really get off on if somebody won some sort of contest. So, but
I mean, the other guy's like, he's a good dad, so it's like, let's keep him employed forever. He's gonna host the WrestleMania. We're gonna put him in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Wesley, but he's a good dad.
Wesley Blake, Jonathan Jackson, and Stephen Butler. It was so nice to bring up in the chat room. That was the name I was trying to think of.
Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas is surprising. I didn't think
Yeah,
they
just
would
because of
let
the
him
family
go.
connection.
Yeah.
Boy, what good did it do both those guys to get over as the B team? They put that together as a joke. It actually gets over with the
Mhm.
crowd. They take them off TV to never be seen again, and then they both get fired eventually.
Yeah, if they just don't want you getting over and then you get
You're
over,
just
it's like one of
doomed.
the worst things that you can do, it
You're
seems like in
doomed.
WWE. It's like, yeah, you proved us wrong, but it doesn't matter. We're still going to fire you.
Otis and back in the day when you split up a tag team, the idea was okay. We split up the Hart Foundation. We're going to really push Bret Hart. People don't remember it. They actually did try to push Anvil for a while too, but he was real. I mean, I was a big Anvil fan, but as a singles,
Mhm.
he just didn't have it as a singles. A
Yeah.
good guy for a team because you could hide his weaknesses and showcase his strength. He has a cool personality. He's fun. He's a big guy. Works in the tag team. Doesn't work as a singles. But they did try, but it didn't work. So then they did other stuff with him. But they really pushed Bret Hart.
Mhm.
When they split up the Rockers, clearly the idea was to push Michaels, and they did, and it worked.
Yeah.
Um, I honestly think if today they just want to split teams up with no like thought of like what should we do, because they split up Otis and Tucker. They give Otis a little push, but he even gets over.
Mhm.
Then they just put him back and they make a makeshift team. So they split up an existing team that was over and make a new team that no one cares about.
Yeah.
Well, why even split the other team up to begin with?
I have no idea. So, and I do feel bad because even last week I was saying they're probably going to fire Tucker, and then they
Oh, I
fired
haven't
Tucker
seen
the
that
very next
either.
day. I did not have any inside information. It just seemed pretty obvious.
I will say though, if you go back like 2 years ago, you used to say that was a guy you thought they would push, that they would split up the team and push Tucker. I used to
Oh,
think you were
saying
crazy.
like that's kind of how WWE would do
Yeah,
things.
like they would push like the imbecile. I mean, nothing against the guy, but
Well, I'm not going. I never said he was an imbecile, but I
I
mean,
did.
I'm very appreciative
No,
that the man
I mean, I don't.
took a
I think
picture
he's
with me
lacking
and everything.
charisma and stuff. I don't think he really has it to be a single star. Who knows? Maybe he could
Probably
prove me
not.
wrong. That's
No.
cool. But I would have not split up the team.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, I was just going off of WWE, like how
Like
they
their
do
track record.
things, their track record, and so I was just thinking, yeah, they'll because like Enzo and Cass, they break them apart and they push Cass. I mean,
Yeah, they
that's
ended up pushing
kind of what I was
Enzo,
going
but
off.
like a weird push. I guess
Yeah,
Cass is supposedly in good shape and clean, so that's good.
he did look in very good shape the last bit of footage that I seen of him. So, or I think it was just a picture that I seen, and he did look like he was really, really fit.
Joe, that was a surprise to me. Um, you know, a great wrestler, and I think they missed the boat on him as a real top guy because I thought him and Brock had one of the best Brock matches of recent years, and
Hmm.
super over when they were pushing him. Now he got hurt and everything, and probably their best commentator right now, at least on Raw and SmackDown,
Hmm.
and their commentary team's really gonna be shit now without Joe.
Well, I heard Pat McAfee on SmackDown, and a lot of people are positive on him, and
That's
he
a weird
seems.
guy to put in the commentary thing because
Mhm.
people were really, they were throwing babies in the air about his match. I didn't see it on
Yeah.
NXT, but they're saying he's a great heel, maybe one of the best heels in wrestling.
Hmm.
Even JC Jim Cornette, Jesus Christ, Jim Cornette was saying that like the best debut match like he can remember. So it's weird that like he got all this praise as a wrestler and a heel, and then their idea for him is let's make him a commentator.
Yeah. Well, he did do a pretty good job on SmackDown from what I watched the whole show, and it seemed like he added some pep to it, because
I bet
Michael
he's good.
Cole's pretty
That person.
tired
Yeah.
recently,
He's
and this is
bad. I
well,
never thought
yeah,
he was
he's
good,
never. Well, yeah, I've never been
but
big
I
on him
think he's
either.
even worse now. He's like just going through the motions. So you take Michael Cole at his best, and this is at his. It's like he's just going through the pace. You know what I mean?
Well, we have here Jonathan Jackson in the chat room, and he says Incher has his finger on the pulse. They are listening, referring to
Finger in the
WWE.
pulse.
They are listening to the show for more firing suggestions. So
Back
here
in
we
the
go.
day on the old board, which I know I went and joined, but then I never went back to it. So maybe I should go. I think the resurgence lasted a day. But back in the old board, we used to have it's kind of like the death pool, but it was like the firing pool. Like people would guess who that. But that was when they were just firing people constantly.
Yeah. They don't do it so much as what they used to.
Now it's an annual event. Do you think the McMahons all get together? And they instead open presents. They just like, who should we fire?
Probably. Who deserves to have that carpet pulled out from underneath their feet? Just watch them. Watch their reaction as their life has been taken away from. Well, not their life, but their livelihood, the way they make their money. But my suggestion, since WWE is listening to my every word on my suggestions, Michael Cole.
They'd save money.
Yeah, he's got to be making a lot by now because he's been there for a long time. So
I saw people like, oh, AEW can't pick up all these guys, and nothing against these guys, but I don't know, like, out of that list, how many of them would they really want to pick up? I mean, I think Joe, especially if he can still wrestle, I think Joe would be amazing in AEW. That's a lot of dream matches.
Yeah. I think Joe would have to get himself fit back to the way he was. I mean, I think he's put on a lot of weight since he's done the commentary, but I think he could probably still go. I bet Chelsea Green will end up in the AEW.
I don't know anything about her, so
I think she'll end up there. For some reason, I feel like they're going to hire Tucker.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of think Tucker might end up in AEW. It's just a strange feeling I have.
If he went, maybe if he has friends there, I don't know what he's like back. Maybe he's a good dude.
I really don't know if he has any friends there, but I just have a strange feeling that they're going to hire.
I don't see it unless he goes somewhere and reinvents himself and proves that he has, which I hope he does. I mean, I actually like the team and everything. I just don't see it. I saw people calling him a bitch and stuff in our group because he blamed Vince for breaking up the team. But I say stand up for what you don't be. I would say if you just started kissing WWE's ass, that makes you a bitch. Not going out and saying what you think.
Yeah, that's true. It's probably not good for you if you're trying to get back in the company. But
I don't know if that's true. Yeah. Sometimes they kind of like it, I think.
Yeah. So
they don't like you if you really want to be there. They've brought back people that said terrible things about the company, but you have to go out there and do something, prove yourself somehow.
Bruce Briscoe here says Chelsea Green's going to end up in Impact with Zack Ryder.
Ah, damn. That's going to set the wrestling world on fire. Laurel Briscoe and Zack Ryder back together again.
Brain says, I thought West Virginian's Doug Cole. As in, like, it's just a bad pun on words. But
is that what the kids called a dad joke?
Yeah, kinda. That's a very dad joke.
Anastasio Theodosius is in the chat. You think he's off meth or whatever he's doing?
I'm sure we'll find out later.
I hope he's doing well.
Oh, Mickey James. We did not bring up Mickey James, and she won a very prestigious contest on our In Your Head Facebook page.
I know the fans will give me shit for this, but I've never really understood the fascination with Mickey James. I'm not saying she's ugly by any means or unattractive, but if I stop and think of the most attractive women in wrestling, she never comes to mind.
I think it's based on some of her past activities, and that people think she seems more gettable. I think is what the
She's
appeal is
married
about
to this
Nikki.
this English man.
Yeah, well, fuck him.
He blocked David Marquez. I found this out on Facebook. He
He
blocked
blocked.
David Marquez
Why'd he block
on
David
Twitter. I don't
Marquez?
know. I couldn't find out why. People were
Huh.
asking him why, and David Marquez was like, "It just because I helped create the monster." He said. David Marquez getting all buff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
yeah. This is for anyone out there. This is not a homophobic thing, but I don't care if you're a fat ass or you're buff, whatever. I don't want to see all your pictures on social media topless. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
just creepy. Like I get it, yeah, you're in good shape, but
Yeah.
every picture you take, you're topless. I think you just look like a creep. You know what I'm saying? It's like this middle-aged dude. He's just sitting there with no shirt on in all his pictures. Like, all right, buddy.
So he's topless, and JR is on the internet showing his stuff, and you're sympathizing with JR. You're like, oh,
No, that's creep too. That's creep. That's creepy. Being a creep. You could
didn't
call
you
that
show a
on the
picture
damn
last
Instagram
week with
stuff.
your
Yeah.
highlighting?
I was trying to mimic how creepy JR was.
Oh, I see. I see. I see.
If I just did that out of the blue, I would expect to be called a creep.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
If I just sent you a picture of my ball sack or my package insure, which I have, but I would admit that's being creepy.
Mm-hmm. Meaning your pool balls, right?
What? My po' boys?
No, your pool balls. Like you put your
Oh,
pool balls
I
in
was
the
like, man,
sack.
what am I, fucking
And you're
Cajun
like,
eating a po' boy? I've
no,
never had a po' boy.
me neither.
It's like a sub made out of like fried shrimp.
If we could only get Lash LaRue on, and we could find out.
He used to be a friend of mine on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he blocked. I think he got rid of his account. I asked him to come on once, and he was not interested. I was like, that's why I stopped trying to get guests. I was like, we're turned on by Lash fucking LaRue. Who the fuck is this guy?
I know. He was on Saturday night like all the time, and then like they brought him up for a few shows on Nitro, and that was about it.
Lash fucking LaRue.
Yeah. He had a few Nitro matches. I think they're trying to get it something
He
out of
did
him,
like
but
this. He did some kind of thing where he talked about like the L's in his beard. Like he come to the ring and like go something like that. Maybe I'm gonna do that shave. I don't have an L. I have Lee.
yeah.
Maybe that's what you could do in church. Grow the hair on the side and shave like OIB on it, just on one side. Like have a patch of hair that just says OIB. That'd be awesome.
I don't want people coming up to me and be like, "Oh, I love Ocean Isle Beach." And I'm like, that's not
IYH.
yeah. IYH on the other side.
Boom. It'd be like the reverse mohawk, like Hawk. There'd be
Mhm.
OIB and IYH.
I think that's a splendid idea, Jack.
Then he'd be a walking billboard for the show.
Oh, oh boy.
You should be, bitch. That's look. I'm wearing this hat. I turned around because it's not their show, but
Mhm.
boom, it's what I made.
Yeah.
Boom. I without your head incher.
Well, I normally wear my in your head hat,
You
but
know,
I thought tonight I'm just going to go bald because
I was going to, but it's cold.
yeah.
Cold down here. I'm in basement. It's cold, and plus this match, this shirt.
Mhm. Mhm.
Wearing this for the 420 incher. Today's the day everyone pretends they're a pothead.
Oh, I didn't notice that till just now.
They
Yeah.
make all the goofy jokes. They never
Uh,
get old. Never get old.
yeah, man.
I saw it today. I think it was today or today. Rick Rude was the anniversary of Rick Rude passing away, and he would have turned 41 the year he died. So he was 40 years old when he died. And you know, I would have been in my 20s, and I would have thought he was like in his 50s because he'd been
Mhm.
around a long time and stuff. And to think that he was only 40 when he passed away,
Yeah,
crazy to me.
that does seem strange. I would have thought he was a lot older, but
Yeah, he would have been in his prime then. Like, I mean, a lot of guys are in their prime. I know he had injuries and stuff. A lot of guys are in their prime at 40.
Yeah. Dang.
Man had a lot of life ahead of him.
There's somebody that I was like, they can't be just that old, and I think they were, but it was some actor that was like, they were only like 8 years older than me, and I was just
I was
like,
going to say they were only 8. Like, well, how old do
no,
you think they were?
I forget who it was. As somebody I was looking
Dave
up.
Pagoda.
I think that was it. Yeah. That was the one.
I just watched well, I've seen it before, but I watched The Godfather again the other day, and I was like, God damn, Abe Vigoda's even old then.
Just always old.
Yeah, always old man. Bruce Briscoe intro needs to do his hair like Hawk from Road Warrior and wear the paint wherever he goes. I agree. That's what I was trying to say. OIB needs Rick Rude's mustache, Brains. Does he mean the actual mustache, or does he mean in your head original Rick Rude's mustache?
I don't know. Could be.
I still talk to him, Rick Rude's mustache.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Captain Kirk is 90. That was kind of shocking too. I know he's an older guy, but 90 is, pretty up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I think Harrison Ford, he's like 80s. He's in his 80s, I think. Or he's about to become 80. And you want to think he would be that old. Like, I know, like, the difference between, like, Sean Connery and his age is only, like, 10 years.
And right, because he couldn't have played his dad, but he totally bought it.
Yeah, yeah.
That happens a lot. I watched the end of, because it was on right before something else came on, so I saw that end of some stupid rock movie where he plays like a fat kid, and then he like gets all buff when he's older, and it's really stupid. I never watched a movie. I saw the trailers, and then I saw the end of it the other day. But anyway, they were saying it was like the class of 96, and I'm class of 94. So I'm like, well, how old is Rock trying to pretend he is in this movie?
Yeah.
Clearly much older. What a dumbass. Sure. I've only saw the trailer and the ending. And so I knew the setup from the trailer. Setup, he's this fat ass. They make fun of him. He gets naked somehow. And like, they bully him. And then years later, they go back to the reunion and he's all buff now. And so the end of the movie, I don't know what happens throughout the movie, but the end of the movie, he gets naked again. And this is supposedly like empowering. And I'm like, yeah, but he's if you look like The Rock, who gives a shit if you get naked? Like, you're the most physically fit man in the world and you take your shirt off? Like, wow. Now, if you looked like, like John Goodman or something, then it'd be like, oh, that's cool. Don't be ashamed of your body. But he's the fucking Rock. And he used to wrestle in his underwear. He used to be in crowd in front of in a live crowd of tens of thousands of people in front of millions of people at home in his underwear wrestling.
Yeah.
What is this supposed to prove? Nothing. So I was pissed. But anyway.
Yeah.
Brain says I saw that movie. He's got a little black guy in it, he said. Well, see, if you're watching the TV intro, that's not an actual little man this big. That's a full-size guy, but it's on a screen. You know what I'm saying? It's not like all these little tiny people walking across your screen. They're actually full-size people, but it's shrunk down onto your TV set. Even if you have a big TV set. They're still still not that size people.
The more you know, the more you know.
So I have a poll. Oh, go on.
I watched the Austin documentary on A&E.
Oh, yeah? Was it good?
It's pretty good. Mike Johnson, he was in the Austin documentary. I was shocked. I was like, Mike Johnson's on A&E.
Did he say, what are your memories? And then did Austin say, you and your memories?
No, he didn't do that one, but He had some good insight on
I like Mike
a
Johnson.
lot
He's a good guy. He's always been nice to me. I met him.
most definitely. So that was pretty cool. And Austin, they kind of went through his whole story, which I've heard a lot of it before, but it was good to see again. The whole he was eating potatoes. I've heard that story before.
Like raw potatoes,
yeah, and just there was a few new little things in there, so it's a good documentary. And they're making another one on Roddy Piper this week. So on Sunday they're going to have another one on A&E.
I saw the Viceland show's coming back too.
Oh yeah.
Dark Side of the Ring.
Definitely looking forward to that.
Me too.
Yeah, looks like a good.
Go and Center. Did they go into Austin beating on Deborah?
No, that was not brought up.
Brains wants to know if I like the Blade Runner, and the sequel. I do like Blade Runner, the original movie. The sequel, I wasn't in love with. I do think it had some good stuff, but I really hate the villain in it. I hate that actor.
I've been wanting to watch it, but I just I haven't got around to it.
It's not as good as the first one, I'll say, but it has a lot of good stuff in it.
You hate the villain.
Yeah, that guy played the Joker in the not in Joker, but in the
Suicide Squad, Jared Leto.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Fucking sucks.
I've heard stories about him like
he's good in it.
Being very
like condoms and stuff. Used condoms.
I've heard he had a show with his band in West Virginia, and he was very rude to people.
You should go fuck him up. This you want to hate on the WV? Boom.
Yeah.
Send him straight. Another great quote. Another great quote from that Warrior Shoot DVD is Warrior saying, "Where's your ass? I didn't have an ass." I don't remember that.
I do remember that. Yeah. He did say that. I think Brian Alvarez played that clip a lot. Like, that was one of his drops that he would use. What about Leto and Dallas Buyers Club? I don't remember him in that. And that's Tazo asking that question.
Yeah, I've not seen it.
I don't recall Leto even being in that. So is Tazo just wigging out on us or something? Or
I don't know. He could be very well be. I've not seen.
He could be, but all I know about that was Matthew McConaughey was in it.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey kind of looks like Tazo in it.
Yeah.
Only he's got AIDS instead of a heroin addiction.
The character in his movie, yes.
Well, he's a method actor. He got AIDS for the movie.
Yeah. Oh, he went out and got. Oh, I see.
Yeah,
that's dedication.
It is. It's dedication home. So AEW last week, I was a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
I dug it, as the kids say, in 1972.
Oh, Brain says he was a trans woman in Dallas Buyers Club. I don't remember that.
I've not seen it.
I've only seen it once, and it's been a while. So,
I mean, it's possible he's good and stuff. There's actors I don't like. I didn't like Cumberbatch when I saw him in the terrible Star Trek II.
Mm-hmm.
That pales in comparison to Wrath of Khan. I was like, this guy fucking sucks. But then I saw him in other stuff. I liked him, so it's possible.
Vince Rudo, he retracted some of his messages here. He was bringing up how I was wrong about something. So,
oh, really?
He said I was wrong again, but then he had to retract some of his messages because he mistyped something. So, we're all not perfect, Vince Rudo, and I've never claimed to be. So,
yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I just said I've never told a lie in my entire life. That's not saying that I'm infallible. I could have said something that wasn't correct. It's just never been an untruth.
Exactly. I said, it's been a while since I've seen that movie. It was probably seen it when it first came to DVD or whatever. So,
you jack off to it?
That's not exactly a movie you would be doing that to, I don't
All
think.
right, okay. AEW, let's see. I got the lineup here from the show. I was a big fan of this week. It did really big ratings, and I understand, a lot of that would be because it's unopposed, but I was happy to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to know that like AEW is pulling in some better ratings and everything. I'm trying to set up the recording for it on my TV, but they keep saying like unannounced. Are they doing something different on Wednesday?
I don't know. They're doing the Blood and Guts, right? Is that this Wednesday?
Yeah. They didn't mention anything on last week's show about them being.
It's coming up. It might not. It's probably not this Wednesday.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll try to get it to record. I'll just turn to TNT and just leave it on there, and it'll record.
TNT, it's Dynamite.
TNT.
That should be.
Always win the fight.
Got Dynamite in it and TNT. It's perfect.
It's a power load. Watch me explode.
Man, the power goat. Do you have a power load?
That's just how the song goes.
No, but that should be part of your intro. The power goat.
I wasn't taking liberties with that song.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Most definitely.
Not feeling it. So we opened up with the long-awaited Young Bucks versus Pac and Ray Phoenix, a Death Triangle match. People have been waiting for this for a while. I thought it was a great match.
Oh, yeah.
I like the Young Bucks as heels.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they pulled the gun on that because, like, they were kind of going back and forth for so long. You kind of felt like they were going to become face, but they went the other way.
I like it. They go back and forth. You didn't know. I thought they were going to stay face too, but they didn't.
Especially because they had the whole thing with Don and where they super kicked him and stuff, and so.
You ever use a super kick back when you were your fighting days?
No, I don't think anybody's ever going to bust out a super kick.
I mean, I did back in the day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, super kick, and super kick party.
Damn.
Anastasio Theodosiadis says Intra has been reading philosophy.
Okay, I have not. I don't know why he says this.
Oh yeah, so I didn't watch. What was that this weekend? The Impact show where Kenny Omega wrestled Swan. Or is that coming up?
You're the Impact fan here. I don't know.
Bullshit! You're the one that's always pretending to watch it.
I haven't pretended to watch it in forever now. I clearly state that I have not been watching it as of late.
John Brown says,
but yeah, it was this week, and they had a match, and stuff happened during this match, and it tore the house down, Jack.
Job says, do you think it was wise to release Samoa Joe from a cost-cutting standpoint? He was probably on a sizable contract that couldn't be cleared in ring. My answer to that is, if you're having record profits, trying to cut costs by firing people should be null and void, shouldn't even be questioned. And also, I think firing someone who is hurt working for you is also pretty bad taste. That is the whole point of signing a long-term contract. In case you get hurt, there's hey, I'm still employed. If they can fire you after you get hurt, what is the point of the contract?
Yeah, I forgot about him getting hurt, but he did, didn't he? But what was it? Was it Tyson Kidd match or something like that?
No, he hurt Tyson
Kidd. He hurt Tyson Kidd. How did Joe get hurt?
I don't know, but I assume it was wrestling somehow.
I thought I seen it
roller
on
skate.
It was on TV or something.
It could have been.
Yeah, like it was a match on TV that happened, and
people ask why. Well, why do people come back? Why do wrestlers come back from injuries when they shouldn't or sooner? So that's why they fire you.
Because your ass gets fired.
A match I was really surprised by. This person, both of them are good, I think. And the one person who's actually grown on me, I mean, her debut when she just came out, I was like, my God, this person is just awful. It was Jade Cargill. But I see a lot of potential in her. Is she perfect right now? No.
Mm-hmm.
But she's got a lot of charisma. She looks great. Pretty decent in the ring for not really having much experience.
Yeah.
I think this is a future star they have in Jade Cargill.
Oh, most definitely.
And Red
She
Velvet
seems
too.
like she's on the right path to become a big star within AEW, or
Get a lot
if
of
she decides going anywhere else. But yeah, I enjoyed her matches so far. So.
Yeah, me too. And both of them are pretty inexperienced. I think Red Velvet's good too. Not
Straight
thrilled.
from your mama's kitchen, Jack.
I don't like that. I don't like coming out mixing a bowl, but I think she's good. This match I was very confused by because I was really looking forward to Anthony Ogogo. I thought he really stood out in the promo last week with the new faction there. I'm a fan of QT Marshall. I like this group. I'm interested in it. He looks like a star. He was a good talker, but and I'm fine with the knockout punch and stuff, but not to the belly. You can't knock out this guy come in and punch a guy in the belly, and the ref calls it over. That was pretty dumb.
So you want a nice shot to the face?
Yeah. If you're gonna have the one punch knockout guy, he's got to punch him in the face, not punch him in the belly. It wasn't even a good looking punch.
Tazo wants to know, is Io Shirai still in WWE? I believe so, Tazo. So
I don't even know who that is.
She just lost the championship to Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez?
No. What's her
Ed
first
Gonzalez?
name? No, not Ed Gonzalez. It's the women's title, Jack.
Oh.
So
Vicky Gonzalez.
I forget her first name. Raquel Gonzalez. I think that's it.
Sure.
I think.
I don't watch this stuff.
It's NXT.
So yeah, Anthony Gogo. I don't know. I didn't get it. I mean, I get the idea behind it, but I didn't get the doing a gut punch finish. It was bad to me. Matchup I thought was very good was Jericho versus Dax Harwood. That's a weird name, Dax Harwood. But great match. Dax, both those guys can really go. I don't care what anyone says. Jericho can really go. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
You had Tyson in there, special enforcer.
Mike Tyson
started beating the shit out of the other dude.
He did throw a pretty solid looking punch, and I thought, damn, that looked like he really connected with that one.
They showed like a still of it and he had like an indent on his head.
Oh, jeez. Pull your punches, Mike. I know you need to make it look real, but don't just make it. Just don't make it be real, especially when you're notorious for having a pretty brutal punch.
Yeah. So I thought that was a good match. Good first meetup between Pinnacle and the Inner Circle. I like this feud.
For an actual match, because they have faced off.
You're right. Chris Statlander, I was a fan of. She got injured, unfortunately. Comes back, and she looks way better. She's gotten herself in really good shape. Looked really good in the ring, I thought. I like her pairing with the Best Friends and Orange Cassidy. I like that whole group. This works for me. I like it. And she's but I don't want to say she was like not in great shape, but she was a little bit, not hefty or anything, but not in perfect shape. But she looks really good now, I thought.
Yeah.
I like this. And they didn't go over the top with the alien stuff, just a little bit, which I'm fine with.
I just hope that there's plenty of room in Brent's mom's Sue and her van so that Chris can get in there.
Do you think they'll eventually fight? Because if you got if you got like one female in the group of bros, you start, a couple of them are going to get feelings for Incher, and you're gonna. Do you think that will break up the bromance?
Chris Statlander is going to get in feelings for Trent, maybe, and
No,
that's
no,
going
I'm
to piss
thinking the
Sue off.
guys will get feelings for her. Then there'll be
Uh
jealousy.
huh. Could be a thing like Stephen King's It. Could be something like that.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll have sex with her.
You never know.
There's like a pact.
I
That
mean,
was
she
really
is
weird in the book.
kind of like an unworldly figure that's kind of like
Giant turtle.
doesn't necessarily like subscribe to our way of thinking, you know.
Well, she's alien, so it makes sense.
She's probably booped everybody already.
For people who've never read it, like you almost feel like you're going to be put on like some kind of list, because it's like it's back when they're kids and they all start banging the girl.
Yeah,
And like it goes into detail. I shouldn't even say it on YouTube, but it's weird.
probably not.
I know people are like, oh, they should put that in the movie, but it's like I don't want to see that in the movie.
No, they probably shouldn't put it in the movie. There's probably a reason that's not in the movie.
This was a good, just pretty much a squash match to get over Statlander return.
Mm-hmm.
I was good with it.
Yeah,
And
they didn't even announce like the girl's name until like they announced it during like her Chris Statlander's song, didn't they? Like they didn't even like so
in my personal well, I was gonna say his best thing, his best regular match, his best non cinematic match, I think in AEW was Matt Hardy and Darby Allin. This was for me the best thing Matt Hardy's done in AEW, besides maybe one of the cinematic matches I like. But this was good. I enjoyed this. Darby Allin, Matt Hardy, Falls Count Anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Darby Allin. One of my favorite guys in the company.
Oh, most definitely. It's kind of got a little weird though with the Murder Hawk kind of coming in at the end and all that, and then Sting coming out, and like seems like Sting's wanting to endorse Lance Archer, and it's like I don't know. It just makes you wonder what's going to happen with the Darby Allin stuff. You know, like are they going to make like another group, another stable, or is it just going to be like are they trying to get Sting away from Darby Allin? And then we got Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. They're just like observing, it seems. I don't know what their mix is with this. Like what's happened here? Why are they in this mix? You know. So
yeah, I assume they're wanting the belt. Maybe it'll end up some kind of tag match.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe Murder Hawk ends up tagging with Darby against those two, and Sting and Jake are in the corner. I don't know.
But I don't see Jake and Sting kind of coexisting with each other. I'm sure there's going to have something's going to happen there.
Maybe Jake's on the outs. I don't know. Maybe Jake goes with the other team.
Maybe.
Stasio Theodosiadis. So my question is, does Statlander come off as a Reggie Bennett type or a China type? I mean, definitely nothing like China at all. I don't know who Reggie Bennett is, but she's absolutely nothing like China.
Me neither.
Not even like remotely the same.
No.
Weird.
Tazo's not like he doesn't subscribe to our worldly feelings either. He's a lot like Statlander.
I don't even remember this Joey Janela skit where he was telling Sonny Kiss some girls wanted to suck his nipples. I don't even remember this.
The only thing I remember was like he picked up Sonny Kiss or something while he was driving a convertible or something. That's the only skit I remember between them. And that was
I guess this week though. I didn't even see
this
either one on
week?
the show. I didn't even see either one on the show.
I don't recall it.
Maybe
It
it was
might have
on.
happened, and I don't remember.
Maybe it was on Dark or something because I don't remember listening.
Yeah, me
Hadn't seen
neither.
any of it. So I mean, that's all I watched last week for wrestling. I did
Yeah.
see on the internets that your boys there was what is it like Mace and
T-bar.
Master Glide T Bar. Uh, they joined the Hurt Business and now they took the masks off, which I do think is an improvement because those masks they just like a goose.
As in Hurt Business, do you mean Bobby Lashley Hurt Business? Joined?
I think so.
What show did this happen
I
on?
think it happened on Raw, didn't it?
This week's Raw?
I think so.
Oh. Well, I
I
haven't
could be
watched this
wrong, but
one.
I thought they joined Hurt Business. I think they did. I could be wrong, but I thought they did. I thought I saw this on Facebook.
Oh, that seems like a very strange pairing, but okay.
Could be wrong. Well, this
Boy,
chat.
WWE knows how to ruin a good thing, don't they?
Yes. Oh, and Matt Riddle beat Randy Orton, which I thought was weird. Like he gets beat
Mm.
by Sheamus, and then he goes and beats like the top one of the top guys. I don't know.
Gotta keep him strong, I guess.
Yeah, but then why would have him win at WrestleMania?
Yeah. I don't know.
No one's strong. Everyone just beats everybody. Then everyone's just interchangeable.
Well, the documentary went into Austin walking out on the Brock Lesnar thing, which Austin says he doesn't have any problems, jobbing to Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, it's
But
not
it's like,
a lot. But go on.
and then he comes back and he says like how he apologized to everybody afterwards, and I was like, I don't know. It's kind of like it seems like you're doing the right thing in a way, because what other leverage would he have other than just to walk out if you think something's totally
It
crap
made
and
no
that
sense
yeah
with no build up at all to have him just beat the top guy in the company.
uh-huh. He said like if there was build behind it and they had like
He's
something,
totally in the rights on this.
yeah. But it's like, but why does he need to feel the need to come back and apologize? I don't see.
Just to
Just to
kiss
appease
ass a
Vince.
little bit, I guess.
Just gotta appease Vince, I guess, and say you're sorry whenever you're really not. I don't know.
Golgo says that was on Dark.
Okay, thank you, Golgo.
I like Sunny Kiss, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It sounds bizarre, but I'd have to see it to have an opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. That's one problem with AEW. Like they would get behind certain people and they'll push them a little bit, but then they'll just disappear. Like I felt Sunny Kiss was getting some momentum, but then like you never see Sunny Kiss on TV anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they're just really trying to get people to watch Dark, but it's just for some reason that like if I'm on YouTube, I'm thinking other things and I'm not looking for Dark. But I guess I should think about it. But I
There's
hear
too
it's really
much wrestling
long
for me.
too.
Yeah, it's like 4 hours of like squash matches. I think.
Yeah. Uh, hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, do they really even need Dark? I mean,
No,
I know it gets showcased people that might not make it to Dynamite, but I think they're fine with just
I think if
Dynamite.
you had it, when you do bring the guys up, you have to or show. I think you need to show some of the highlights on the show.
And Dark's really not a good name for a wrestling show.
No, because you
Like,
think of the dark match
yeah, it's
by
like,
Wacko Bob.
yeah, it's like here we are. This is AEW Dark, and it's like
It makes
AEW
you think
Dynamite.
unimportant.
Yeah,
A dark match is not necessarily. I mean, really is the unimportant match. It's fine if you're there and you watch it before the main show, but it's not something you have to see. It's never televised.
yeah. So
And then Dark Elevation. I would just called it Elevation, maybe.
yeah, that would have been a better
I've
name.
not watched any of that. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I just it's a lot of program, a lot of stuff to watch.
Mhm. Now Don Callis did throw a super kick
Really?
for on AEW Dynamite. So he super kicked the cameraman, but didn't exactly what looked like a great super. I do remember the old Cyrus the Virus whenever he would do a super kick, and it was all right back then. But
Golgo says I only watched Dark Elevation because I liked hearing Tony and the Giant.
are they calling him the Giant now, or is it still Paul White?
Nah, he's just the internet mark trying to use the old names.
I thought they would have more of Paul White mixed in with Dynamite, like more like segments.
That was a dumb hire. I don't, in my opinion, a worthless hire.
Worthless.
Who gives a fuck about the Big Show?
He's tall.
For like 25 years.
There is that reaction at live shows. It's just like, oh,
they don't even have live shows.
Yeah, I know, but
talk about something that like people thought of like in the 1970s.
They still think that way.
It's much lesser. It's definitely not important, especially for that company. Most people who watch our company like this to see guys, have cool in-ring matches. Being a big guy is probably the least important it's ever been.
There is a part of me that would like to see him have like a good run.
Good Lord, I don't. I haven't wanted to see him wrestle in honestly over 20 years.
But he's in another company, and
he's like 60.
He's not 60, I don't think.
Might as well be.
Now, Big Show at 60 having matches. That'd be something.
He's got to be 50. Close to it.
Probably, yeah. I'd say he's close to
it. Fuck the Big Show. I don't want to see the Big Show. I do anything.
Yes, you do.
No, I haven't. I'm not flip flopping. I'm not wanting to see the Big Show in years. I'm not all of a sudden gonna be like, oh hell yeah, the Big Show. Oh man,
I think you really do.
This thrill. This is thrilling.
I think you love the Big Show.
Big Show. Fuck the Big Show. Fuck the Big Show.
It doesn't matter how many times you say it. Doesn't make it more believable, Jack. You love him. What the hell are you drinking there? Is that watermelon water? What is this? Can't tell from the label. Seltzer. Watermelon. Watermelon mango? What is
Mojito.
Oh, I can't see it. That's weird writing.
Polar. I don't think you guys have Polar there. It's a New England brand. Family made since 1892. Polar.
Bam.
I believe this. Yeah, this is one of the limited edition summer flavors.
Summer flavor.
You like watermelon, bitch?
Not really. I'm not a watermelon fan. Like I don't like the seeds and stuff.
The Big Show. Go on.
I don't like the seeds and stuff in watermelon.
Not in the drink.
I probably like watermelon flavored stuff more so than like actual watermelon.
I'm actually in agreement with you. Yeah. I don't really like watermelon itself.
People like to put salt on watermelon. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, my grandfather used to, and cantaloupe.
Yeah. So it's like whenever they make something watermelon flavored, they never add the salt.
It's the same thought process between salted caramel. The salt brings the sweetness out. All right. Do we want to get to these fine fellows on the Zoom?
Oh, most definitely.
All right. If you'd like to zoom in, you go to iwatchwrestling.com/zoom and you can zoom it in. Who's zooming who? He's asleep.
Is he asleep? This is a new if he's like asleep before the thing even starts.
He's either asleep or he's
oh, don't say it. I hope that's not the
case. Reading.
Oh, reading.
Do you think he's trying to do the PAFO?
No.
What if we would have put on and he was just like smack?
How great is this if the first person we bring on's asleep at the freaking table?
Oh man.
You think this happens to Austin?
I'm gonna take a picture
Let's
of this.
bring on this badass guest here. Oh, he's asleep.
I'm gonna take a picture of this.
Steven! Hey, Stevie! Wake up.
Oh my god, this is the best.
All right, Lexar, this is your cue. Call in, buddy. Steven's asleep. We need to wake him up.
I'm posting this on Facebook.
Yeah, I hope he didn't have a heart attack or something. Lexar, help me here. We need to wake Steven up.
Can you believe this, Lexar? The man's just laying there asleep.
He's never been asleep at the beginning of his call.
Is this disrespect?
I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. You got the same hair from last week. You got the little poof on the side.
Yeah.
I like it.
To get a haircut, but the problem is just like the barber doesn't want to come
I
here.
cut mine myself.
I would make an appointment
I cut this myself.
9:30 in the morning, and I go to the barber shop.
Shades himself.
I go into the barber shop after setting up an appointment at 9:30 in the morning, and like the barber says, "I'll be right with you." And the barber cuts somebody else's hair in another room, and it'll be like she will take like half an hour, 45 minutes. It's like
don't burn her down. Don't burn her up or nothing.
I'm about to burn that barber shop down.
Jesus.
Burn
Don't
it
say that.
down, Jack.
Man, no wonder you're a big Seth Rollins mark. That was your favorite Seth Rollins run, wasn't it?
Yeah, burn it down.
Damn. I used to think, Lexar was.
Randy Orton used to like set the fires too. Remember when he faced the Fiend a couple years ago?
Lexar, I don't like what you're saying right now. Even if somebody who would hear this would go and burn their barbershop down, you would be like the number one suspect. So
she won't watch this. She don't watch this program, this fine podcast.
Oh, I'll never get back.
What is she, a bitch? A dumbass bitch? Is that why she don't like this show?
If you say so.
Hell yeah.
I'm saying so.
Boom. CBS Sports in the house. I have a question for the Headyverse. There's a poll up right now. If Incher, so if we did a Headyverse Mega Man theme, I'm going to be Icon Man. What should Incher's name should it be Inch Man, Goat Man, or Baby Man? Or do you have another suggestion? What do you think, people? What do you think, Incher?
How about the man who tells you what to do? That don't work. How about
who tells you what to do, man?
I think the thing that would fit me the most is like probably Superman.
Stupid man, maybe.
What? Oh, Lexar, don't laugh at that one. No.
I'm just shocked that he will say that.
I know, he talks to me like I'm a
Like you're
I'm
good.
like a
I was
stepchild
saying
or
nice
something.
stuff, and you're the one who's being a bitch.
I
I didn't say like call yourself bitch man or something.
I didn't say that.
Trying to find the poll. No, but that's usually what Incher is telling me, trying to find the poll. But I want to show you something.
Because you ain't packing very much. That's the problem.
No way to talk to Lexar. Look at this.
I'm talking to Lexar.
What do you think about
my.
that, Lexar?
Why am I wearing spandex?
You're looking pretty hot there, Lexar.
I think I should be switched to the person who's above me and just switch fun.
I
I'd
think
rather be wearing the
Al Oob should be wearing the scantily clad, and he should be like on his knees.
Yes.
What do you think, Incher? You think this is you and Al Oob's holding hands, Incher?
Actually, never mind.
This picture
Great.
is just fake. It's the fakest thing I think I've ever seen.
You look at the Mona Lisa, and that's fake. That ain't a real photograph.
This is not a work of art.
That is
like
a
the
work of
Mona
art.
Lisa.
It's a work of love, I say.
Fake. We would never hold hands, and we are not best friends.
You got to give
Not
the
best
people what they want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hi, Tazo. Yeah.
Tazo, the Greek is geek. How? How's it going, Tazo?
Is he gonna flip for us? Oh, he's dancing.
Dancing a jig.
There he goes. Look at those moves.
He's gotten in this good shape. I think he's clean again. I think he just got out of rehab.
That's what you're getting from this? Look at you. What is this dance? This is like the Tazo dance here or something. That was pretty good. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, man's got some moves.
You're Irish, and it's like a leprechaun dance, I think.
That wasn't Tazo's Greek, though. He's not a leprechaun.
Yeah, but he's doing it for you.
Well, thank you, Tazo.
I can't find this poll now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
What's going on, Tazo? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. If I was going to do an ode to 1-inch biceps, I would fly to Greece and have sex with my sister.
What? Incher doesn't have a sister.
Yeah, I don't have one. But boy, if I did.
Now, Incher, if you had a sister and she was like really, really hot, would you think about like having romantic gestures in her direction?
No, but I would. That one girl that you post pictures of every now and then.
What?
The one that looks a little like you, but it's a female. You post pictures every now and then of her.
What?
You know, when you use your face app thing.
So you're saying that you would want to have sexual intercourse?
It'd been better if you would have picked up on it.
I see. Well, I mean that's understandable. Would that make you feel better though if you were having sex with me? If my head was on a woman's body, then you'd be like, "Nah, I don't feel this isn't gay anymore."
Well, what would your name? What's the name of that character that you post? Like, what would you call her? Like, you know, there's like on the Beverly Hillbillies, there was Jethro and Jeffrina or whatever. Like, what would you call your
Neiletta?
counter? Neiletta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't find this poll. Fuck it. Well, what do you think a good name would be?
No.
Go suggest Penis Man.
That's Lexar. That's got to be Lexar.
Taza, what do you think a good Mega Man type name would be for intro? I think Goat Man.
Mega Man name? I thought you were talking about like a trans name. A Mega Man name?
Well, we're trans. What is a good trans name for?
For Incher?
Yeah.
Cheryl?
What is it?
Cheryl?
I can't hear him. What do you say?
Cheryl.
Daryl?
Daryl, man? That's not what I expected, but okay.
It's Cheryl, dude, like Cheryl.
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 How you doing, Tazo? You look like you're awake and like you're not, you're not on anything.
You don't want to know, my friend. You don't want to know where I've been, because I hold grudges. I'm still sort of not allowed in the dog park anymore, because
you're still not allowed at the dog park.
Permanently banished from the dog park.
Oh, Jesus.
star of the dog park.
You got to watch out, Lexar. You're going to turn out like Tazo. You're going to get banned from these places.
Sorry, though, don't threaten it.
Or Tazo, maybe you should learn from Lexar because Lexar doesn't get caught.
Yeah, but Lexar, don't get on the radio here or the internet or whatever, or this insanely good podcast and say that you're going to burn someone's place down. Don't do that.
Here we go. Here's the poll. So far, Baby Man is in last place.
Baby man's last place.
Third place is Girly Man, which I did not add. That was added.
Girly Man.
Second place, Goat Man. First place is, to me, kind of the cop-out answer, Inch Man.
Inch Man.
It's kind of a boring one. But, I mean, we'll do it if that's what the people want, but it's kind of a dull one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Superhero name? I'm pretty sure it's like superhero name, but you said Mega Man.
Yeah, Mega Man, because I learned the art of making pixel art, and I was doing a bunch of sprites in the old Mega Man style.
Like anime or something? Have you
I can barely hear Tazo. I don't know what's going on. Am I the only one?
It's kind of like in and out. It's very
it's like his butthole.
Lexar enjoyed that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
What
kind of like
was-
that Twitter human and sex human.
I wonder what Steven's dreaming about right now. Like, what's going? I wish there was like, Steven, look at him. He's
You've been
waking
sleeping
up.
like an
He's
hour.
awake. Steven. Maybe he'll answer me. Maybe he can tell us what he was dreaming about. Maybe he was dreaming he was on the show. Maybe this is a dream. Steven, you're here, buddy.
Stevie!
You gotta unmute your microphone. There you go. Do it. Unmute your microphone.
Steven is streaming about the promotion that he's wearing right now.
What promotion is he wearing right now? I can't see his shirt.
AEW.
AEW.
Good man.
Were you dreaming you're like the champ in AEW or something? Like you beat Kenny Omega, or what were you dreaming?
What faction do you think Steven would join if he was in AEW?
Canadians.
I don't think it's a faction. Maybe Team Taz,
He'd probably be in Team Taz.
Dark
Like,
Order.
they would
I also
turn
think
on
he'd
him.
be in the Dark
And he would
Order.
just beat them all up. Yeah, I could see Dark Order too. Yeah.
How about Incher? What faction would you join, Incher? Jurassic Express.
Yeah, I could see myself in the Jurassic Express.
How about Tazo? Death Triangle.
I'm the new taxi driver.
I can see that.
Yeah.
A green jacket, but it's like a new style green jacket. Right. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I believe Spike Dudley was doing that gimmick when he was in Impact.
A little bit, yeah.
Real? Was he driving a cab?
No.
Am I scrolling?
Oh, Steven, you called in while you were asleep. That was pretty talented.
So finally, my t-shirts came.
Nice.
AEW,
Fine.
but
Yes.
I have another
Tazo's
one
coming
here.
next.
If
Yep.
you just hold on a second.
Pants. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, Tazo. Tazo, look. You're getting some
Shirt.
man meat.
Shirtless Steven.
Tazo's
Lexar,
nipples are
Lexar old is. You watch wrestling, Lexar. You've seen men with their shirts on. And he's like,
I don't think Steven's chest.
There he
I
is. He's got Sting.
Woo!
It's Sting.
I like it.
Ah.
Yes, it's Sting.
It's a
I
man
got
called
Sting.
Sting. He does this, does that. He's as big as a bull and quick as a cat.
It's saying that I'm
Hold on,
playing audio
I'm
now,
zooming in
like
here.
music. It's like I'm not playing music. That was just me saying it's Sting.
My friend Geraldine might be zooming in, so be on your good best behavior, Lexar. She does.
Ooh,
A friend of mine, Geraldine.
Geraldine.
Yes, Geraldine.
Yeah. Okay.
Puerto Rican. But anyway, so what's on your mind, Steven? What's going on?
So we could talk about the latest wrestling, the latest news.
Wrestling! Yeah! Wrestling.
So did you hear that Randy Orton got hurt again?
Oh, really?
Yep.
Doing what?
Wrestling Matt Riddle.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
Apparently his shoulder is hurt again.
My shoulder
That's not
kind of
good.
hurts, but that's because I'm so massive. Okay. Well, that's too bad. I mean, I'm not a fan, but I don't want the man hurt. I don't mind him not on my TV, but not because he's injured.
Hmm.
I don't watch it anyway, so what the hell do I care?
Well, I was kind of hoping that he was going to beat
So,
the crap out of Riddle.
There's this thing on the internet's intro. These old folks, Jim Cornette and Jim Ross, are saying the greatest worker in the world is Randy Orton. And then people are
Does-
saying it's true because everyone has their best match with him. I just saw his match with the Fiend. That was not the best match. That did not blow the roof off WrestleMania. It was arguably the worst match of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
How about his match with Alexa Bliss? Would you say this is a masterclass of in-ring wrestling?
No.
I said no.
Well, and to be like a good worker, I think you have to possess like the ability to draw
Interest.
people into your matches, and I think he lacks that ability. So I hate to
Some-
say, but yeah.
Some pizzazz.
No pizzazz.
Who's the Fiend? Who's the Fiend again?
The
Bray
Fiend
Wyatt.
is Bray Wyatt, yeah.
You know, I mean, he's not exactly the best wrestler in the world, but Randy Orton kind of sucks my ass. I mean, whatever. He's okay.
Golgo says, I hope Randy Orton gets Riddle fired like he did Mr. Kennedy. I'm not a big fan of Riddle myself. Who's Charles?
That's
You're in
me.
charge.
Charles.
You're in charge, right?
Can't see you.
I try.
He tries.
Well, thank you, Charles.
I'm a longtime follower. I've been listening forever.
Oh,
Very
excellent.
good. Well, we appreciate that. I do anyway. I don't know about Incher, but I appreciate it.
I think I appreciate it more than Jack.
What?
does.
My appreciation knows no bounds.
His appreciation does have bounds, and
Never.
I still listen to the old school video, the old school YouTube videos.
yeah,
Good
back when we were good,
Is the cast still the same?
pretty much. We
Yeah,
lost
the
the British
man.
guy.
Well,
You
yeah, I
love who?
mean, Barbie hasn't been on the show in like 12 years. So.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know how far back he was going, so
How about Potato Man there?
yeah, that's who I was referring to. He's not been on the show for quite a while now, but
Oh yeah.
yeah. Sent him a message on Twitter.
Clearly a long-time follower.
I don't think he
Yeah.
got back to me, but I don't check my Twitter as much as I do my Facebook.
Guys with the FBI, man. I would just hang up the fucking phone. Richards, get the fuck out of here.
Charles, are you with the FBI? Tazo's on to you if you are.
No, I'm from Canada, so
He's from Canada.
Oh, you're near Steven here in Toronto.
Hmm.
yeah, I'm from Toronto.
Oh wow. There
We've
you
got
go.
2 people from Toronto, Ontario, Canada here.
Hmm.
You guys probably are buddies then. You must know each other.
We must everybody in Canada know each other.
This guy's accent keeps dropping. It's going from like fucking Canadian to British. I don't know who this guy is. I would
Which
say
guy?
Charles.
I'm up on this guy.
It's Charles.
He's probably gonna try to start a terrorist cell through.
Charles, isn't he the butler for Rusev?
Who is me? No,
Yeah.
no.
I
I
like
am not.
Tazo's just weirded out by it, and he thinks there's you're up to something.
Yeah, pal. What's your deal, man? What's your beef?
No
Where's
beef.
the beef?
What's your beef, pal?
No beef, man. No beef.
What
Were
do
you
you guys?
paranoid or something?
Huh?
You paranoid or something?
That and some other things.
Olga wants to know, is Charles in charge?
I am. Of
I
myself.
already
I guess.
made that joke, Golgo. Damn it!
The dueling dad jokes.
Exactly. And I am championing it till the end of the show, and then I'll act like I never said it. I thought it was a hell of a dad joke.
Now Steven's eating like a sandwich or something.
Yeah, it looked tasty.
Oh, that was a Rice Krispie Square.
Oh, Rice Krispies.
So I'm sorry I interrupted you. What were you talking about earlier? Oh, you said Riddle, he hurt Orton. What else is going on? Steven is our newsman.
Okay. Bring it on.
So apparently, I guess Charlotte Flair's new gimmick is that she's this loose cannon who beats up referees.
Mhm.
So this is where they're going.
Didn't you like loose women, I heard?
Yeah, well, she's loose. She's loose this week.
What?
She beat up some jabroni referee, and so I guess that's her new gimmick. Like, well, okay, Adam Pearce fined her and suspended her indefinitely.
Suspended her indefinitely.
Yes,
Definitely.
but like John
So
Cena,
she's
you
pregnant
shouldn't
then,
miss
right?
A single week of wrestling, though. I mean, with WWE
Like,
suspensions being
you're-
what they are.
You're pregnant, Charlotte. We're gonna have to suspend you. She's like, what do you mean? How can you tell me I'm pregnant? It's like, yeah, you're pregnant. Go home.
But anyway,
So
He'll be
how
back
much was
next
the
week.
suspension for? Did they come out and say, you're suspended $500?
American.
Oh, it's
That's not that
500.
big of a saying anymore. It used to be like you'd say, "Oh man, American." That's where all them. But now it's like, whatever.
Yeah, we're catching up.
What is going on? What is Taz? Is Tazo trying to like? Is he trying to show the package or something? Is he
I
doing the
think he's-
JR here?
He was moving the table, and I think he's setting up for a dance. Were you going to do another dance for us?
Just getting comfy.
Oh, okay, he's just getting comfy.
What's that behind his head? Like an egg crate? I can't hear him at all. That's okay.
Well, he's muted now.
Oh,
No,
Lexar, where's he? Lexar's going to the bathroom.
Just to the kitchen, just drink water.
You're not a very exciting man. Is that all you drink is water?
No, I drink tons of Coca-Cola, which I don't think is good health-wise, but it's my
I hear,
favorite
I
drink.
hear that.
What's wrong with that?
I want to drink Gatorade. Lots of
I
Gatorade.
don't.
Good Gatorade is
Gatorade has a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
okay. That's maybe.
I think you can get. I think you can get Gatorade Zero or whatever.
Yeah.
Still, you get a lot of chemicals.
Okay, I'll just drink Tropicana then. Tropicana and orange juice.
If you're worried about your health, you're doing good by water. So
So
I agree.
Tom Brady, he drinks like 100 gallons a day or something.
100 gallons a day.
But he also licks that chick's pussy all day too.
Whoa. Hot
Maybe that's where he
damn.
gets his water.
All right. So Charles, you watch the wrestling?
And not as much as I did back in the day.
What are you watching current? Like not the second, but what do you watch in your week? Like what's your weekly
I
wrestling?
don't even watch much TV anymore, dude. So everything is basically YouTube or Netflix. So it's from back in the day where we had TSN here and Sportsnet, but that was the only two channels that my TV was stuck on. But now it's a lot different, man.
Is TSN no more?
Oh,
Yeah,
no, it's still
TSN is still there.
Oh. Wonder why we don't get like a version of that in the States. Like,
Yeah, that's ESPN.
is it the same company or is it just similar?
It's similar.
Oh, okay.
You know who this is supposed to be? This is a doll I got from Japan, a wrestling doll.
I think.
Or Sullivan.
No,
I was gonna say Abby.
it is. This is an Abdul the Butcher doll from Japan.
Oh, cool.
So it's
Got it
Sullivan.
right.
This is exactly how all black people look in the eyes of Tazo.
Even George Floyd.
Oh my.
There we go. I like this. Pretty cool. All right. So, anything else wrestling related from you fine folks? Lex,
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got some wrestling he wants to talk
Yeah.
about.
I always do. So PCO said that in about 2 or 3 years, he wants to see 80,000 fans in attendance for a Ring of Honor show. Do you think that's possible?
Nope.
Nope.
No, probably.
I'm a
Even
big
if
fan
that,
of PCO, and that would be great if every wrestling could get 80,000 fans. But that's like, has there ever? How much did WrestleMania 3 actually have? I know they exaggerate.
78,000.
What is it?
Is it 78,000 according to
I don't
Dave
think
Meltzer?
what they really had. But either way, so he's saying that they should like outdraw WrestleMania 3
Mhm.
for a Ring of. It's not going to happen. I mean, you should try to do like, let's try to get into arena or something, but let's have some reality to this. What do you think, Incher?
Yeah, I think you got to be realistic with some of your goals. It'd be nice if Ring of Honor could draw that, but I don't think it's going to happen. But I mean, when they had the Madison Square Garden show that they did, how many did they draw to that?
10,000?
A few thousand, probably.
Yeah, but that was probably one of the biggest attempts they ever had at like a large crowd, and I don't know if it's
Oh,
going to
and
get
does
back to that.
anyone ever talk about Ring of Honor anymore?
Hardly, never. I don't hear
I
any
saw
talk about it.
MLW's has a TV deal. They're going to be on Vice.
Yeah. I got to come
I
up
hear
with some
good things about
excuses on
MLW,
why
but I've not
I
watched
didn't
it.
watch that. Did you see? I saw like Owl talking about like what's my excuse for not watching it or whatever. But
Yeah, it's on the questions, I believe.
yeah,
Are you gonna? Do you have an excuse ready?
I'll have to think of one. So I was too busy holding hands with Owl.
Man, I don't think that's his hand that's you're holding. I think that's his ding dong, as the kids say.
Do they still make those?
Do they still make ding dongs?
Is
I
it-
believe the Lord makes the ding dong. Sure.
oh,
You mean like a Twinkie type of deal?
Yeah.
I think then they stopped making. Then people were demanding that they bring back the Twinkie, and they did.
Yeah. They caved.
Yeah, then people went back to not caring.
Pretty much.
I can't remember the last time I had a Twinkie.
To break up your deep conversation to say that Jim Lundos sold out 100,000 people in Greece back in 1942. How the fuck is Ring of Honor going to do that?
Yeah, but just think, okay, compare. You got Jim Londos.
Yes.
And then Ring of Honor comes, and they're bringing in, PCO.
Well, no, I'm saying that. Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying Ring of Honor should move their whole thing to Central America and take over like a small country.
Why don't they move it to Greece?
They should move it to like Puerto Rico or something.
They could start running why don't they start running the shows on Mount Olympus?
You know what? What really interesting is just now when I went to look up Jim Lundos and some shit like that, there is some fucking people doing Greek wrestling in like Greece.
Really? Like old school where they're nude?
Young kids that can be wrestling. Quite interesting. Here's something very interesting. It's also quite motherfucking stereotypical and racist.
Yeah, I don't like that kind of language here.
So
Jack's checking his TV schedule right now. He's like, he's trying to find that show.
What show is that?
The Grease show, so he can see some penis.
Actually, you can go to YouTube. You can see the Jim Lundos match, like parts of some old film of it. Where
Grease is the word that you heard. It's got groove. It's got meaning.
Groove got meaning.
Grease is a time, is a place, is a feeling. Grease is the way we are feeling. I know I got a word wrong there. Did you ever get mad at that song thinking that it's about your home country?
I am upset about is that Jim Lundos' first gimmick was as a plaque.
Still in this Jim Lundos.
Jim Lundos.
Who is that? I don't even know who that is.
What? Last year? That's like Tasso, the fucking Gyro King. What the fuck kind of racist shit is that?
Is that a Euro? You don't even know how to say your own food.
Lexo, I'm with Lexo. I'm gonna burn this. I'm gonna burn Jack's house down.
Jesus, you guys are some crazy ass people.
Makes you regret giving out that address, don't it?
I could look up your name and find your address in a minute.
My house. You can come to my house. We'll have some souvlaki or something.
What little spoon did you say?
Yes.
Tazo used to invite me to his place.
Sometimes I used to write to you.
Well, yeah, but you also used to invite me to your home.
I also used to write to Jack in toothpaste and send him fan letters.
Why did you ever go? Like, why didn't you just ever take him up on the offer?
Because I don't want to get murdered.
Raped. Weird.
Tazo, do you promise not to rape or murder Jack?
I promise.
See, he promised.
No, if you put it that way. I went to
2 weeks later, Jack was murdered and raped.
I gotta wait for my I gotta be immune to everything first here.
Ooh, that's a cool big fuck wrestling. So who here doesn't want to get the vaccine? I'm one of those people because I don't want to be a fucking.
Just head right over, Jack.
Yeah, that's making me not going to be coming over. I don't.
There you go, Tazo.
Yeah, whatever. Fucking guinea pig. Sorry. When you start melting into a blob, don't call me, okay? Which you probably wouldn't call me anyway.
I'm melting into a blob. Help me, Tazo. I do.
When the 70% are the sheep, right? And you're all.
Yeah, I don't want to have this dumbass conversation. Idiocy.
It's like that episode of G.I. Joe, Welcome to Springfield, when Roadblock comes out of the car wash. He's like, sure is toasty in there. He's like,
so I'm just happy my immediate family, my mom and my brother have had both their shots, and I've had my first one, my second one on the 12th, so in a couple weeks. And if anyone else wants to, do whatever they want to do, that's up to them. But I'll be happy that the people that I know and care about will be good.
mm-hmm.
I hope so. When you grow horns next week,
I'm sure I'll be growing the horns, and I got the microchips in me, and
kind of like the microchips in me.
The idiocy that people.
So if I ever get lost, they can just scan my microchip and be like, "Oh, that's who he is."
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It's like when I'm out on the town screaming at the top of my lungs, butt naked, and just somebody be like, "Hey, let's get this
reminds
person
me of
back to where
fan-
they need to be."
That reminds me of Fan Fest.
Hmm.
About that.
We used to share rooms.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we get to these questions?
Jack's like, "Let me put the temperature on Arctic level."
I will admit, back in the day before I lost a lot of weight, I would always keep the room very cold. And since then, since I've lost weight, I apologize to anyone who's ever shared rooms with me because it would be I'm very sensitive to the cold now.
I don't think it would have been so bad, but like where I set my like inflatable bed, it was like underneath the.
Yeah, but you're also a bitch.
Well, you were apologizing, and now you're calling me a bitch.
Yeah, but I'm just calling a spade, you know.
Oh, whatever.
What? I didn't mean it in a bad way.
How's it a good way?
But not just because it's not bad doesn't mean it's good. It could just be the way it is.
How about I put my foot up your ass?
Yeah. Let's see you try it, bitch. You go to do it, and your shoe will just fall off. Carol will come out of the bush and be
And
like,
start
"There's
laughing.
Boot Man."
Oh, Carol, this is a very inopportune time for you to show up.
You still have those boots?
I think I do, actually. I need to throw them out.
You should give them away on the show as a prize. Did you send that guy his prize?
Yeah, I don't know if it will get there because I sent it the slowest way possible to Canada, but like, and it's still $15.
Yeah.
Because like any other method would be like 30, and I'm like, Jesus, $30 to send this $5 rain jacket to him.
That's what you get for trying to be a good guy.
Like, and I had like absolutely nothing from that. Like, I was like, hey, I'm gonna write a number down, and I looked up and somebody guessed the number, like the
That was
very first
weird.
guess.
Yeah.
That was extremely weird.
Lexar's getting flashbacks. He's got PTSD from that.
Mm-hmm.
These shoes I'm wearing are getting worn out. But anyway,
Question.
so what's any other wrestling news there, or anything you want to ask the Headyverse, Lexar? And then we'll get
want to ask you, Jack, if Mick Foley and some other person came to your house and asked you to get they want to buy your WWF jumpsuit, would you give it to them?
Would I give it to them if they wanted to buy it?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but maybe I'd sell it to them if they wanted to buy it.
So
Yeah, how much would they be offering?
it's this WWE show that came after the autobiography on A&E last Sunday that Mick Foley is some other guy trying to find WWE's like lost treasures or whatnot.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Memorabilia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much you think they'd offer me?
1,000. I'm not sure. 2,000, 3,000.
Would that get
It's
it?
not as famous. It's not as famous as Mick Foley himself. It's just a jumpsuit that crew wears.
Yeah. How much would you pay for it?
800.
Probably
$800.
PayPal me. I'll
I'm
throw in
cheap.
some
You
free
don't even
shipping.
have to show up to his house.
Yeah.
Sell it, Jack. Sell it to me. Sell it. Get him.
We can make a deal, Lexar. Save up them pennies.
Wait a minute.
We're working now. Lexar's got a job. He's a hardworking man.
You
Jack,
guys get the pennies.
$100.
You get a paycheck.
No, I actually I get paid in a paycheck.
You get
But
cash.
sometimes I get paid in cash and just in case because he gotta pay other things too. Like he recently bought a boiler
Lexar. I'm
for
listening to
his
Todd.
house.
quiet, Lexar. Stop talking about your money, man. Yeah,
This
What
is
time did
my
show go
money
to?
and his money.
zip your man.
Yeah, but the point is, we've already heard the other week you don't pay any taxes, so you probably shouldn't talk about too much how much money you make.
Maybe I should. I don't. I'm not a millionaire. Although I wish I was. I do try to like.
Really? Yeah, that's most people, you know.
Yeah, I try to follow Jack's tips and like going to the casino and scratch off
That is the way.
tickets.
That's the way to get to millions. I actually heard a tip today from my from someone I know who works for the lottery.
Really? What's the tip?
I can't want to say because people live in my area, but she told me what scratch ticket still has 21 big winners on. It's a $30 ticket, and they're not printing any more of them. So the winners are either have already been scratched off and they haven't been turned in yet, or they're out there at the stores. So I don't really buy $30 scratch tickets because it's a lot to spend on a scratch ticket, but I might get one tomorrow. We'll see.
I
Yeah,
usually
drive
buy
to
the $2
Massachusetts.
or $3 scratch ticket because I don't want to like
She told
overexceed.
me this because she liked my shirt I was wearing.
Oh,
I'm
really?
a very charming guy.
Who's on that shirt? It looks like Jack from the
Oh.
ages.
Looks like who?
Jack, it looks like you from the ages, like
I
from
know who's
years
on the shirt.
past.
Yeah, it's Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Schlong.
Cheech and Chong.
Oh my!
That was a Beavis and Butthead joke.
Was it? I
Yeah,
thought you made it up. I was like, man, that's a good one.
Oh,
You look
Up
pretty
in
sweet
smoke.
shirt. What do you
Steve
think,
out of
Taz?
there.
Yeah, I
Rocking. I was
Looking
wearing
forward
these
to watching
glasses.
it
Do
again.
you think these glasses go well with it?
you are styling and profiling, my brother. Woo!
There we go. How do you get off?
Fucking wrestling podcast or fucking bunch of baggy old bitches hanging out. What the hell? Jack?
All right. So what's on your mind, Tazo the Greek?
Nothing. Although nothing. I'm just listening. I
You
don't
were
want.
raising your hand earlier. You had a question, a comment.
I do. You know what's
See?
a good question for guys like me and Charles and all the new listeners is like if you want to
Schlong.
get wrestling and Schlong and Cheech and Schlong is what's a good feud or like a storyline that people could jump into right now? Like what would be a good show to watch? Maybe
I would watch AEW. I like Pinnacle versus the Inner Circle. We're building up to Blood and Guts. I honestly also like I did like the Hurt Business till they split that up, and I like Roman Reigns head of the table stuff.
So I'm gonna watch the Filthy Rich versus who? What? Who the fuck are these? The Pinnacle?
Clear out your ears, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Pinnacle versus the Inner Circle, and don't confuse that with the band that
You no
Bad
joke,
Boys,
though. You
Bad
look like
Boys.
you look like you're clean, Tazo. That's good. Let's see. You're smiling.
Queen?
Yeah, it looks like you're clean. You're not, on the smack or chasing the dragon or anything.
You know, I'm gonna let that slide tonight, and I've let it slide for a long time, pal. One day soon, I don't know when, and I don't know how, but you better keep looking over your shoulder because sooner or later I'll be there. You're not going to see much after that.
2 years March, 2 years last month, Tazo. I haven't had 2 years in March.
Like
Well, you
Jack, you'll look over your shoulder and you'll see him. The dog park marauder is after you. He's coming to get you.
And throw a tennis ball into my throat.
He's like,
Diker Beach Dog Park. That's right. Talking.
Where do you walk? Do you still have dogs?
Fuck all that shit. Yeah, I sell dogs at the dog park. Fuck all that shit.
I said walk dogs.
you sell dogs at the dog park.
Who the fuck is the Pinnacle?
Leave this guy, Steven.
Just talk about wrestling. Who the fuck
Are
is
you glad he's not in Toronto, Steven?
Yeah.
Okay, Tazo. The Pinnacle is MJF as the leader. Then you got Dax Hardwood and what's his
Yeah. Wheeler.
Dash Wheeler. That's FTR. Then you got Spears.
Sean Spears.
What's his first name?
Sean Spears.
Sean Spears.
Man.
Sorry, Tully Blanchard.
And the big guy.
and Wardlow.
Who was the last guy?
Wardlow,
I don't know any of these.
dude. He's from Cleveland. Wardlow.
New dudes. Okay, and then who's on the other team?
The inner circle is Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Ortiz, Santana, and Jake Hager.
So what's quite interesting there is like those two guys, Ortiz and Santana. I mean, they've been only around like 5, 6, 7 years, right? Something like that.
Well, yeah, they were in Impact when I first seen them. So
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They're from New York, if I'm not mistaken.
mhm.
I'm thinking this is what we might not archive. This show.
Just don't archive this one.
Yeah, let's cut it out.
I'm sure people are loving it.
Oh, hey guys,
Sometimes when we think the show's terrible, people love it.
we're talking about
What's Lexar looking at? Is he looks like he's just staring lovingly at Tazo. He's like Paul Heyman looking at Roman Reigns.
Want me to show you what I'm watching? Huh?
What is it? They're not pornography or something.
I kind of wish it was.
You know, would you watch porn while you're talking to us on the show? Really weird.
No.
That's what Intra's doing sometimes.
My TV right there is in the off position.
It's the
Who's that?
That's probably the dude that killed the one.
Justice. That's good. I'm glad.
What's his name?
The coverage of that guy, police officer.
You can tell like the only thing I watch is wrestling. Like, yeah, what's his name? You know.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, I don't know. I don't watch real stuff.
All right, let's get to these questions.
Alrighty.
Benoit.
Jobs. Do you think AEW would consistently get over 1 million viewers every week if NXT was not on at the same time? Well, they're not anymore, so we'll find out.
We'll find out.
I mean-
I think they'll do pretty good. They're unopposed. It's a good show. People.
Oh, they did like 1.2 million with Mike Tyson on, and
Mhm.
what's his name? Darby Allin. Actually, I was gonna say Darby Allin versus Matt Hardy had a good. I enjoyed that main event.
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was Matt Hardy's best stuff in AEW.
But yeah, 1 million viewers a week. I don't know. I'm thinking more like 800 to 900,000 now that they're unopposed, but 1 million, that they're going to have to work hard for that. Yeah.
The irony is that last week's Dynamite is unopposed on USA, because they were showing Law and Order reruns instead of NHL hockey. I thought they would put on hockey game, but no, it was just Law and Order reruns.
Okay.
We've lost Charles.
There's a lot of Law and Order marks out there. I personally don't care what ratings any show does. There's no effect on my enjoyment of it. The only thing is I like something that I like to do well, just so it continues to be on television. Dobbs Dean Maya, should I invest in Dogecoin when it is I kind of hate hearing about all the cryptocurrency.
I don't understand it. Whatever.
Tazo's probably into that stuff. Dogecoin and Bitcoin.
Oh no, put your money in gold and equities, not in cryptocurrency.
I've started my own currency, and I own all of it. So I'm the richest man
The dude is selling his
of the OIB coin.
The dude's was selling his farts. He got a lot of money for that.
Really?
Adrenochrome.
What?
Young baby fetuses. Adrenochrome. You don't know what adrenochrome is?
Oh, I could barely hear you half the time.
Fuck this fucking Pete. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. And fuck you too. Fuck you.
But I love you.
How much longer can they flog the dead horse of the Bullet Club? I don't think it's a dead horse. I think people are pretty into it. Which started in 2013, which was a ripoff of the NWO and the DX. Is there anything more dated in wrestling right now? I don't know. It's actually one of the things I like, so I'm into it. I don't like the stuff when they actually do the DX and NWO ripoff stuff. I'm not into that. But the stuff currently on, I like Kenny Omega as a heel. I like him with Cyrus.
Yeah.
I like the Young Bucks with them as heels. I think they're better as heels. I dig it. People like the t-shirts.
Gotta love the t-shirts.
Alwoob, is it true that Jack and Inch are going to have a Nigerian cum match at the next Fan Fest?
We'll have to work out the details and see if we can make that one happen. You know, because I mean, there's a lot of safety situations that you have with that. You know,
The cum must be vaccinated.
That's your
well, we've already been vaccinated, so maybe that will be the vaccination. So
if you drink this down, Lexar, you'll be a healthy man.
there you go. See, well, did you get Moderna, Jack?
Yep.
And then I've had Pfizer, so we're like mixing them both together then. So that's even stronger. So you're going to have like 200% coverage.
Steven, are you been vaccinated?
I got my first dose of Pfizer this past Wednesday. So yeah, I'm glad I'm halfway there. But because we're in Canada, I have to wait until the first week of August to get my second dose of Pfizer. So
August.
Yes.
I thought you had to get it within like 12 days or something.
Well, our country is kind of like suffering sort of like a slow delivery of vaccinations. So in order to kind of get as many people vaccinated as possible, they spread out the interval between the first dose and the second dose.
Oh.
So
what they're feeding us, though, I thought you had to have it within that a lot of time.
It's recommended, but then they changed the recommendation saying, well, now we're saying 4 months. So, but welcome to Canada, you know. So,
dear Canada.
All right. Owl, we did that one. How hard are your dicks for the Mace and T-Bar tag team push?
Pretty soft. Pretty soft.
Drew McIntyre beat them up. So,
all right. Did they join the Hurt Business? He beat them both.
Well, they started off Raw with Drew McIntyre was in the ring, and then MVP comes out onto the stage, and then Drew is like approaching MVP, and then Mace and T-Bar attack Drew McIntyre. But Drew, being of course Drew, he beat him up. So, there was a handicap match, 1-on-2. I think Braun Strowman joined it, made it an impromptu tag match. But they're actually, I'll give them this. At least they're a step up from Baron Corbin. You know.
I just hope whenever anybody refers to T-Bar, they yell his name. They're like, T-Bar.
Jonathan Jackson, will Jackie Jones sit down this night on In Your Head? Newsflash, I am sitting. Now, the reason he asked this is AEW tweeted out that this Wednesday night on Dynamite, JR will sit down. No one really knows why that was supposed to be newsworthy.
Isn't he always sitting? I mean, every time they show him.
I think they forgot to add, like, sit down with something or something. I assume, anyway.
Maybe because of his recent pictures where it looks like he's laying down, maybe?
Maybe. Did you see those pictures, Lexar, when he's showing his package?
Nah. Just get on the Facebook, show my penis.
I do know he likes to promote his barbecue sauce a lot.
Yeah, but this was showing his ball sack and his dong underneath his shorts. Like he's showing, like, hey, look, ladies, this I got a big. I assume, ladies, look at this big. I got all this meat down here.
Imagine JR being in a porno.
Would you watch that?
Yeah, I don't know. JR might use his penis as a weapon, and I'm whooping her like a goat.
This is about to pick up.
Whipping her like a government mule. I'm gonna sauce it.
The hell are we doing, really?
Would you watch that intro? Would you watch a pornographic film with Jim Ross?
I don't know if I need to see that, but
No. Seems like something you
Give
did.
new meaning to the word slobber knocker.
There you go. Boom. Man. Would you think that would be exciting to watch, or you just would watch it out of curiosity?
I just watch out of curiosity. Him banging at this young Southern girl.
oh, she's a Jezebel.
I think you're getting the intro excited.
No.
Well,
It's
in your
true.
head, go back and insert product placement into old shows.
We probably should.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Dobbs Dean Maya. I lost my virginity at 16.
So
To a Brazilian
That's a-
hooker.
That's a good question.
So did my mates at the time. Who did you? I don't think we should. Well, if anyone wants to answer this, who did you lose your virginity to? Panel members, please answer the question, or else you're banned.
Or else you're banned. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like, does he want names?
Yeah, I guess. I think Lexar lost his to Tazo.
what?
How do you get the meeting ID?
I don't
Anybody know?
know. I wish I did.
Someone's trying to call Zoom in, but they need the meeting ID.
Would you just send out the Zoom link?
Yeah, that's what I did, but I don't know.
That's how I keep getting on every week. I don't even do it. I just have the Zoom link.
Yeah,
Let's
I
see.
know.
Well, I remember the number that you put
Yeah.
in a couple of months ago, and I
80.
just write out the number, and then when I put in the Zoom meeting, I just like put in punch
So
in
what
that
was
number.
that number?
Here, let's see.
824, is that it?
You should
Yeah.
know that, Jack.
I have
You
no
should.
idea. Like, I remember this fucking 10
You're the
digit
internet icon.
number
There it
from
is.
There it is.
10 months ago.
Is that it?
What is it?
You're the
824.
internet icon.
Shut up,
Jack.
bitch.
Oh, you shut up, dumbass.
I sent it in.
Flip you
Jack
around. God damn, fucking loudmouth bitch over here.
Shut up.
Man, I don't see it in the chat.
In the group chat here.
Yeah, I don't see any messages.
You don't. Let's see. Maybe I can just send it to you directly.
Damn.
I'm hoping it's Shujubi.
Man, he's getting all sexually frustrated over here. Man, I don't see it in the chat.
In the group chat here.
Someone's listening to the show.
Yeah.
Now the show's come to a complete halt
Maybe I can just send it to you directly.
because it was going so well.
Do you even want anybody coming on this show? I mean,
They
really?
should probably just wait.
Because I'll be honest, I'm kind of tired, and
Is it this 824-9888549? Is that it?
there you go. Everybody can join now. But that's the thing. I mean, you got it set up so the one link works.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, that's how I even start the show. I just use it.
Is that what they want?
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. All right. We'll
Just
edit
that-
all that out. We won't actually.
No, we won't.
So did anyone want obviously for Steven, it was Mrs. Butler on their wedding night.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Dobbs Dean Maya. How many horror rats have you banged from the Without Your Head page? We're not answering these.
What is with Dobbs?
What is Mario's surname?
Who?
Mario and
Mar-
Luigi. What's their last name?
Oh, I heard it was Mario.
I thought it was Mario.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's me, Wario. Is it true this is Incher's shirt that he wears to church?
We got visual evidence. Nope.
Where do you wear it?
I like that the Photoshop is even like
Perfect.
cutting off my neck there.
Hello. No, connecting to audio.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you.
It took me forever to get in.
Well, I'm glad you're here. This is
Hmm.
Gerald
Forever.
Keane, everyone.
Hello.
Looking good.
Hey. Thank you.
So, are you a wrestling fan? I believe you are. This is the
Fuck
wrestling.
yeah.
All right, good. So, who's your favorite current wrestler?
Current
Yeah.
Randy Orton.
Oh, see, we got a Randy Orton fan here.
Just talking about him
Lexar.
earlier.
Yeah, Lexar's a big Randy Orton fan.
Yeah, but he got beat last night up by Riddle, and he has his shoulder broken apparently.
Yeah, he's going to be hurt, so he'll be out for a little while.
Mhm.
I've been following him forever.
Oh,
And I went to this event in Buffalo and I got to touch him before he went in the ring. So I'm like stuck by him. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. How about of all time?
The Undertaker.
Oh, well, yeah, it's hard not to like The Undertaker. What's your favorite version of The Undertaker?
My favorite version is the Dark Undertaker, kind of like in the era when he had the feud with the Vince McMahon and the daughter and all that
Oh,
shit.
the Ministry. Ministry
Yeah.
of Darkness.
In darkness.
Hmm.
We've had Paul Bearer on the show back in the day, but never had Undertaker.
Yeah, with the urn and everything. That was gold.
Oh, yes. It's my Undertaker impression. When did you start watching wrestling? Or my Paul Bearer impression?
I was little because my dad used to watch wrestling, so I watched wrestling with him always. So I guess five.
Were you in Puerto Rico then?
Yes.
I know wrestling's big there too.
Oh yeah. It's like going to church pretty much.
And at that time, were you watching WWE or was it the wrestlers in Puerto Rico, like Carlos Colon? That's probably
In Puerto Rico they have both. On Saturdays they have WWE, and on Sundays they have Puerto Rican wrestling, and they also have Mexican wrestling too.
Oh, cool. Sábado Gigante.
No.
That's what they used to advertise when I watch the wrestling on Saturday. All the ads be Sábado Gigante, football iman.
I don't think that show is on anymore.
No? So what happened to Sábado Gigante?
it got canceled.
Was it on Peacock?
No,
Could be.
it was on regular Univision channel, Spanish channel, and the host had to retire. Although he didn't retire, he just went to a different network and hosted another variety show that also got canceled after a few years.
Ah, I see. All right. What do I know? I don't know these things. All right. We're answering questions here that the group sent us. So let's see here. Tyler wants to know, what is the best wrestling game for the NES?
Yeah. For the NES.
That's old.
Probably Pro Wrestling. That
Super
or
Nintendo's when they started to have the good ones.
WCW had a good wrestling game.
I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
those
like the
two
Super
is
Nintendo. You know, you get the what were they called? Like NWO World Tour and stuff. Those are probably the best.
Oh, that's the 64, Nintendo
Oh,
64.
yeah, okay.
Those were the best. So
I am
Yeah.
old, but not that old.
I was playing Atari 2600. I don't believe they had a wrestling game.
Atari, I think they did. I think the Atari had a wrestling game.
If they did, I never played it.
Yeah, it was probably just two blocks, like going, and just you couldn't hardly see anything. But
I used to play WWF Superstars on the Game Boy.
oh yeah, thrilling times.
Yeah, it's just only 6 superstars that you could play as.
Yeah, a
was-
lot of those old games didn't have, they only had a small roster. The one had Andre the Giant, which was cool. Had like Andre and Honky Tonk Man. It wasn't a very good game though. Tyler Stevens, would Intra buy a Nia Jax pinball machine? If not, what wrestler themed pinball machine would you like?
So a Nia Jax pinball machine.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, who would really be that like geared up to be like, I gotta buy this Nia Jax pinball machine?
Her boyfriend, maybe? I don't know. Her mom.
What's his name? The guy that's been coming out with her,
Reginald.
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 He'd be all about buying a Nia Jax pinball machine. No, not necessarily. And
I
that's
think instead of one character, I think they'd have like a WrestleMania.
I would be more apt to buy something like that. Even though they did have a WrestleMania machine recently, and I didn't get that one.
How about Money in the Bank? You could try to get the ball up and.
I had a WrestleMania arcade.
Oh yeah. Was it the
Royal Rumble?
The one that was kind of like
It was from 1986, I think.
86.
I played
I can't-
WWE Pinball. I think it was called Royal Rumble, but
They had a Royal Rumble pinball.
I bought it on eBay.
Okay, from 86. Was that was it on the Nintendo?
It was an arcade, and I think it was a Royal Rumble, and then you
Oh, that sounds like
eliminate the
WrestleFest.
guy. Yeah, that was.
Okay.
WrestleFest. That was my
WrestleFest.
favorite. That's
Yeah.
actually my favorite wrestling game at the arcade. I like the cartoony graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My friend
WrestleFest.
Matt just bought one, I believe.
WrestleFest. That's what it is.
I
Right?
sold it. I sold it like 10 years ago.
Oh, Intra would have bought it from you.
Oh, wow.
That was fun. Had like Earthquake and Sergeant Slaughter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who's
It was
your
really
favorite
fun.
to play? Who did you play as?
I think
Who's
it was
Demolition?
I don't remember. The Sergeant Slaughter?
Yeah, Sergeant Slaughter. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. When is the next In Your Head roundtable? We haven't done one for a while. I would like to do one. We need people who are willing to be on camera for it, and we'll come up with a good topic. If you could put a video game character into the WWE universe as a live human being, who would you pick? I'd pick Duke Nukem. That's what the Tyler said.
I'm gonna pick Vegeta.
Oh, from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Let's see, Zangief or Blanca.
Probably Probably Mega Man. Yeah.
King Koopa.
King Koopa.
Yeah, big turtle shell. Be hard to beat.
That's true.
Do you have a favorite video game character, Lexar, that you like to see become a wrestler?
I think maybe some of the characters from Tekken.
That's a good one.
Steven's old man, so he'd probably pick
Yes,
like a block from-
I'm sorry. I'm the elder statesman of the group here, and
like
I'm not a gamer.
like one of the dots from Pong.
Yes, I was a Pong person. I mean, this is how old I am. I'm from the era of Pong.
I thought Intro would pick Belmont.
Yeah.
Steven would choose
Simon
choose
Belmont.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
I think the perfect character for the show would be I played this game on the Atari VCS called Siggy, a fart for Methuselah. And basically at every end of the level, he always lets a big fart. So I think that would be a perfect guest for In Your Head.
Is that a real game?
Yeah, it was only $5.
Nice.
Yeah, it's all right for $5, I guess. But- and the ending character is pretty funny because he's definitely a tie-in from wrestling. So they kind of just stole him from wrestling. But I don't
Tyler
wanna-
wants to know what actor has the gravitas to be the Jack Tunney of AEW. It's like the president. An interesting question.
The
So-
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
actor,
Yeah.
the guy that does American Psycho.
Oh,
Bale?
Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Christian Bale. You think, I don't know if they'd be able to get him, but I want to
hear
give up
he's kinda
acting to go into pro wrestling. It's not working out.
He can
He-
yell all he
he-
wants. I mean, he is a good yeller.
It will kind of match because they say that he's kind of like a douchebag. It's kind
Right.
of like he match.
Yeah, it would work. Robert
Jesse
Right thing.
Ventura.
Samuel Jackson would be a good president. For
Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
Jesse, you're going full circle from wrestler back to wrestler. Vic Schiavone wants to know how many weeks before the suspended Charlotte Flair is back on TV.
She is already back.
She'll be
Next
back
week.
next Monday.
Yeah.
Really, she is. All right. Well, it's indefinite until next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely next week.
Who is the current dirtiest player in the game?
Say Bray Wyatt because he makes like lights fall from the ceiling and everything, and he cheats pretty bad.
Cheater.
And he's a big cheater.
I think the dirtiest one, it's on NXT and is the one that says baby.
Oh,
Adam Cole.
yeah, Adam Cole.
Adam Cole. Yep.
Baby.
Mhm.
The dirtiest.
Adam Cole, baby.
MJF.
Oh, that's a good pick, actually.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The top five.
Omega.
Was that
Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega? That works too. Top.
I hate
yeah,
him.
'cause he's a lot of interference in his matches. So.
He's
Top
like-
5 wrestling theme songs.
Oh.
The King song by Finger 11.
I like Demolition theme back in the day.
The $1 Million Man song.
Spoken word one.
Kind of cheating, but Enter Sandman for the Sandman and ECW.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not really a wrestling theme. Yeah.
A man
Randy Orton.
thing.
Which one? though?
Randy
He
Orton's
has two
theme?
ones. He has two themes, two
Mhm.
different ones.
Current one, I guess.
The current one.
The I Hear
The other one-
Voices one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is a good theme, actually.
Yeah.
I like the Mountie theme.
Oh,
Hulk
yeah?
Hogan's American Made.
American.
Yeah, that sucks.
You're Canadian. You always hate that. Anything
I am
American.
the Mountie. I'm handsome. I'm brave. I'm strong. I am the Mountie, and I enforce the law. You can try to run, but you can never hide because the Mountie always gets his man.
Bam.
That's the theme song. Now for my Canadian friend here, Steve.
We need like
Also,
an
Mountie
like
is banned by the RCMP, so
we need like a like I am a real Canadian kind of theme, like because we got the I am a real American for Hulk Hogan.
He's
and
got
all
the
that.
maple syrup running through his veins.
There.
I'll have to work on that.
Yeah.
That would be perfect theme for Lance Storm.
There you go. Can I be serious here for a minute? If you could fire one person like Bischoff fired the honky tonk man from WWE, well, from WCW. If you could
WCW.
fire one person in WWE, AEW, and TNA, who would they be and why? One from each.
WWE fired everybody so that there is, so it doesn't count.
I'll fire Kenny Omega.
Oh man, not a Kenny Omega fan.
Kenny Omega's getting the boot.
I want to go right on SmackDown and I'll fire Baron Corbin.
Oh man, the King. Getting rid of King Corbin.
Oh yes, I will fire him too.
I can get on
He
board.
sucks.
I said earlier in the show, Michael Cole. So that's kind of my pick. But
Fire Elias.
Really, I like Elias. I think.
And
Elias
surprise, surprise, Elias finally won a match on TV this week.
good.
I like Elias.
I better
sucks.
fire Bad Bunny.
What?
Just fire Bad Bunny.
No,
Yes.
no,
Yeah.
bad Bunny. He's
He's
my
doing
favorite.
a tour anyway. He's doing a tour anyway. So, by the way, his tour is sold out. I don't know if you got the. I don't know if you got the.
This is my Elias. This is me as Walk as Elias. This is Walk with Jackie Jones. What do you think? That's a good look.
Nice.
Yeah.
But can you really actually play the ukulele, Jack? That's what
Of
counts.
course, I'm a musical genius.
Mm. Maybe you should demonstrate on next week's show how good you could play.
I bought that in New York.
Oh, Jonathan
in
Jackson
Woodstock.
says I really meant Michael Hayes for my pick.
Michael
person to
Hayes.
fire. Yeah. So,
Greatest mind in the biz is what I hear.
no, that's incorrect.
Would Intra join the Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club live at the Big Sandy Superstore Arena in front of his parents who are watching from the front row?
What do I get out of this deal?
I don't know, just the hell of it, I guess.
Like if I got something, I mean, there's no like good part
You
on
a free
this deal for
T-shirt?
me. I mean, I'd have to come home and answer why I did that and everything else, and like I don't know.
Tyler says I miss Vic Schiavone on In Your Head, but where's Jobs and Swax? I miss Jobs. We can do without Swax's return.
You know it's bound to happen. All this talk about it's going to get him stirred up again.
Is Rich Holland's leg injury worse than Jobs and Lexar's broken legs?
I'm going to say no, just because Job's his still isn't healed.
Exactly.
So
if you don't know, Geraldine, longtime listener, Jobs broke his leg.
Oh.
We wish him well in the recovery.
So did I.
Oh yeah, Lexar did too. I forgot.
yeah,
Were
but
you run over by a car or something?
he's all
No, I was hit by a car.
Both of you guys were hit by cars.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I almost get hit by a car today. You got to watch.
Cars will hit you.
I thought you always walk the
Bad
trim
times.
tracks, Jack.
No, I walk all around. I think it's safer to walk on the tracks than it is by the highway. I think you're more likely to get by a car than a train.
Until you get hit by a locomotive.
One of these days, Jack. One of these days. I really don't want to have to do it, but I may have to call the authorities up in Sandwich.
This
just to
narco,
do a
you're calling the
talking to.
cops on me.
I mean, I just can't have this walking on the railroad tracks.
Totally fine. It's nice. It's a nice time. You're out in the fresh air, walking the train tracks. No one's around.
You're a menace, Jack. You're a menace to the public of Sandwich. Sandwich, Massachusetts.
That is where I live, Sandwich.
Nice
Right.
name.
It is.
Yeah.
It's named after the Earl of Sandwich, who invented the sandwich.
Why wasn't his funeral on television? If they had
True.
television at the time.
I don't think they did. We have an annual event in the summer. They didn't have it last summer because COVID, but the sandwich of sandwich. And they all the restaurants have one sandwich they present. And then you go and everyone eats a sandwich and you vote on who has the best sandwich of sandwich. I've done this before. You get like 12 sandwiches.
Sandwich of sandwich.
Nice.
Usually the one year I place in the Sagamore one and I call shenanigans because that's not sandwich. It's Sagamore. We got Jonathan Jackson on the line here.
Jonathan Jackson.
I just had to hop on really quickly just to stop this blasphemy for Bad Bunny. Lexar, you watch yourself. Don't blaspheme
got
Bad
two
Bunny.
Bad Bunny fans here.
He's the
I did
greatest.
say something positive though.
What'd you say?
Bad Bunny's concert is sold out.
Oh yeah, good. Of course, that's a given. But he's also the greatest WWE superstar to ever exist.
No. Dennis Rodman has more wrestling
Oh, no.
skills than Bad Bunny.
Oh, don't worry. Once he's off tour, he'll be Universal and WWE champion at the same time. You'll see.
I feel like Bad Bunny had been using WWE somewhat because, even though he could sell out his tour without WWE, I think he just wants to use WWE as a boost to boost ticket sales.
So he can't be a fan? What?
So he could be a fan only once. So I'm just saying that he wants to use WWE as a pedestal to boost up ticket sales. That's why his tickets sales.
I don't think he needed a lot of help there.
Yeah, he was already number one in the Latin market. I mean, he won a Grammy. Why does he need WWE's help?
In South America, he's super popular.
Oh yeah,
ticket sales.
Well, at least
your tickets. Have you gotten your tickets there, Jonathan Jackson? You probably buy it.
It's sold out. I couldn't get it in time. It's just too late for me.
We gotta go to Scalper.
Oh yeah, I might be able to get one off a Scalper.
Now he's on eBay trying to find it.
See, he's paying attention. Yeah, I'm bidding on one right now.
Glasses, yeah.
You know, as the resident safety guru of In Your Head, I don't want Jack walking on the tracks, and I want to say this to Bad Bunny. I think it would be much safer if he rode inside of the tractor trailer instead of getting on top of the vehicle.
You're just a killjoy.
I'm just concerned about the man's safety.
You should live a little, Incher. Get out there, walk around on the tracks.
No.
Yeah, right on top of some semis, man. What are you afraid of?
No riding on semis. None of that business. No.
Right on this semi right here. Hop on board.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to hop on to say that. That's all.
He works a bad sleazy joke in anywhere.
I think it was a good sleazy joke.
Yeah, well, I appreciate your call in there, Jonathan Jackson.
You're a good man, Jonathan Jackson.
See,
I thought your family works for the railroad. So
That's why it's been instilled into me that I should not ever get on the railroad tracks. Because bad things happen.
He works a bad sleazy joke.
JJ, I think you didn't hang up all the way. We can hear the show here.
We're listening to ourselves like it's Spaceballs.
Let's see. Brian Matthew Clutter, are you worried what Conrad is counter programming in your head with his parents? Will we finally get Intra's dad as Arn Anderson on the show?
Well, if Conrad's doing it, then I'm not going to do it because we're not copying Conrad. Conrad copies us.
Tyler Stevens, how many Mega Man games has Intra beat?
I think I beat the first 6. Then 11, X.
Beat off 2. No. Beat.
Well, that wasn't the question.
What? No.
I
I know you're very, into Mega Man.
So 6, 7. So 8, I guess. That's the only ones I can think. Did I say 11? Because I beat 11.
No.
So
How many are
9. I
there?
think 9.
How many are there?
There's the first 6 on Nintendo. Then there's Game Boy ones. There's a few on the PlayStation, and there's a bunch.
Alul, outside of Zangief, who is the greatest fictional wrestler? Rip and Zeus from No Holds Barred does not count, and nor does Thunderlips. I'm not sure why they don't count, but they don't count. The greatest fictional wrestler.
The greatest fictional wrestler.
Oh, Crusher from the old Looney Tunes cartoons who fought, fought the Nature Boy. The Crusher!
Yeah.
My favorite.
Starman.
Starman's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
What's that on the necklace there? I like it.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of like the Brahma bull that The Rock covered up. You see that? He covered up the Brahma bull. He put a new bull on his arm.
A lot of Mega Man questions. Brian wants to know who is better to defeat first in Mega Man 2, Metal Man or Air Man?
Metal Man. Because you get the blades and you can just destroy all the bosses with that.
Man, I always beat Quick Man first.
Quick Man?
I don't know who that is. That's what Al wrote. Is J.D. Howard and Al in cahoots? Or are they the same person since they won't appear on screen at the same time?
No cahoots. He's just in fear of me.
Man. Is it true that Lars Sullivan and Incher are going to make a movie called The Penis Butter Falcon?
No. Never heard of that one.
I don't know. Sounds like something Lexar would be into, though, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could co-produce, co-write, and co-direct.
Co-star? Yeah, you don't want to say co-star.
No.
Nikhil Callahan. Why are there people moaning and counting how many people appear on Dynamite? Apparently, there are 70 people last week on Raw this week and only 31 people on a 3-hour show. I don't know. Whatever. Any memories of your favorite matches from these released superstars? Do you have a favorite match for Samoa Joe?
Kurt Angle.
Probably stuff in Impact was probably the best.
Yeah.
That I saw. That 3-way with him and Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
Samoa Joe and
What?
I think Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles.
Yeah, that was really good.
They always had good stuff.
I didn't see a lot of it, but I know his Ring of Honor stuff was always people really into.
Probably the one that I seen live, him versus Loki at. So I thought that was pretty cool to see live.
Your favorite Tucker match?
Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good one too. Not too many bad Samoa Joe matches.
He has had a lot of good matches.
Your favorite Tucker match?
None.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anyone has a favorite Tucker match. Nothing against Tucker, but
I think the most interesting thing he did was betraying Otis, and that was it.
yeah,
Yeah.
then he never saw him again.
Yeah,
Like
it
a
was
battle
like
royal or something.
it was like that. That's it.
Yeah.
I
And
was
Trinidad met
there.
the,
I
Yeah.
was there for this pay-per-view, Extreme Rules, and I think there was a three-way match between the Revival. No, it wasn't. It was Otis and Tucker against the New Day and against Daniel Bryan and Rowan. So that's one of the flying tag team matches I've seen him and Tucker and Otis and Tucker.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And you met him, Mitchell.
I met him, yeah, at the Bob Evans. Not brutal Bob Evans, but yeah, they came in and I was like, oh, wow, that's heavy machinery. Get my picture with him.
Nice.
favorite Billy Kay and Peyton Royce, the Iconics match. Can't say I was a fan.
I'm going to say their match they had with against Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, if that even happened.
Chelsea Green? I don't know who Chelsea Green is. I'm sorry.
She was.
Zack Ryder's girlfriend.
She maybe had like 2 matches, and that was it.
She had some
Those
good matches in
my
Impact.
She was kind of boring.
I should have ended with Samoa Joe, not started with Samoa Joe.
Yeah, that would have been a lot easier.
No, here's one. There's a lot of good Mickey James match.
Oh yeah, got a lot of good shit. I like her feud with Trish Stratus.
Yeah,
That's probably her most memorable. They did a really good wrestling. I think it was WrestleMania.
Best Impact match was her cage match against.
Oh yeah, she had good stuff
against
Impact too.
Victoria Tara.
I like the match she had against Lacey Evans. The one where like they're feuding over, like Lacey Evans was like kind of talking about her like being a bad mother and stuff, I think.
I enjoyed it's not a match, but I enjoyed the story that Mickey James was engaged to Kenny Dystra, and she cheated on him with John Cena, and that stops Kenny Dystra's push in WWE in 2007, I think.
I think he just retired. I saw that.
Yeah, he just announced his retirement.
He made a guest appearance as Ralph on this show.
Yeah, and then we had a regular interview with him, but yeah, he called into the show. Bo Dallas, favorite Bo Dallas match.
It was not memorable at all. I don't remember any of his.
I think he had some good stuff when he's in NXT.
Yeah, in NXT he had some good
He's
matches.
NXT champ.
Yeah.
I guess probably some in the B team was fun, I guess. But I don't know. Kalisto.
He had a good tag team match, tornado tag team match on 205 Live against Buddy Murphy and this muscle feud.
I got one. Kalisto and Baron Corbin. I thought they had a pretty good match.
I thought you were going to say Kalisto versus Ryback.
I don't even know who this guy is. Wesley Blake.
That's the guy I used to be with Murphy.
Oh, okay. Do you have a favorite Wesley Blake match?
No.
I'd be kind of shocked if anyone does.
Oh, they're all good. All his matches.
Here's everyone's Mojo Rawley. Don't get hyped. Stay hyped.
He has never had.
I'm with Geraldine on this one. I can't say I'm a big Mojo Rawley fan. I know Lexar is a big fan, but yeah.
He has never had a good match.
I did like that he wore Zubaz. I like Zubaz.
There are no redeeming qualities about Mojo Rawley.
Would you like to see a Cass and Enzo return? I would actually. I like Enzo.
I kind of would like. I love Enzo's energy. Like
yeah,
yeah,
that one of the best ring entrances. They got everyone excited. Seems like something cool's happening.
It's like you got pumped up.
Especially if you have a crowd back, you know.
And he was let go wrongly. Like,
Right.
somebody made a claim against him that was not true. So
Why did AEW say Scorpio Sky is a single star, but put him in a tag team with Ethan Page? I don't know. You'd have to ask them.
they changed their mind, I guess.
Kenny from the Spirit Squad has just announced his retirement. We just mentioned that. Any memories of him or my favorite memory is that he came on the show. He was a good guest.
Yeah.
Him and the Spirit Squad seems to be a good.
I can't say I was a fan of the Spirit Squad.
Oh, Ziggler was in there.
I know. I mean, there was a lot of good people in it, but I didn't like the group.
Best
If
memory.
we
was
start
getting
the new
jumped in
Spirit
that
Squad,
box.
we could be a bunch of cheerleaders. Anybody into this?
Yeah, start a cheer for In Your Head.
Exactly. Give me an I. Give me a Y.
Why?
Should they keep the Universal title on Roman Reigns until WrestleMania next year?
Oh, I am sick of him.
I like Reigns.
So
I just like it's like I got bored of the same bullshit every.
That's what Steven said last week.
yeah, last week I was trying to make the point that you got his cousin interfering in all of his matches.
Yeah,
it's like
everything. It's so annoying.
repeat. Well, now he's got a new challenger. If you're watching SmackDown, Cesaro. Finally, they're giving Cesaro a main event push. So,
After like 3 years.
So Roman Reigns versus Cesaro at some point for the Universal title is going to be
That'll be cool. Yeah, I was kind of happy that Cesaro got
I was a big fan of the Cesaro match at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully I don't think he'll beat Roman Reigns, but I'm glad he's
I
in that
hope
spot.
he does.
Maybe they'll have a long feud where they go back and forth some.
I'd like to see Cesaro have the title.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'd like to see it myself.
Golgo says Mickey James knows better than to play on the train tracks like Jack does after James Storm pushed her off the platform onto the train tracks.
Was that it?
I think that was on Impact.
Really? I can't
that was on
remember.
Impact.
Jeez.
Where the hell are we here? Who will win the TNT title match between Darby Allin and Jungle Boy? I think Darby Allin. I'm a fan. I like Darby Allin. Roderick Strong quit NXT last week in Story. Is he being called up to Raw or SmackDown?
Nah.
I can't see him doing well.
I think he'll come up eventually.
I don't know. I would just keep him. I think he's more of an NXT kind of guy because he's small and doesn't have a lot of charisma.
Mm-hmm.
What will you be doing after the show ends tonight?
I'll probably be passed out. I'm kind of tired.
Play Diablo.
Diablo?
That'll be good. Is there a new Diablo out or something?
Diablo 4 is coming out this year.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'll be texting
play it on the
Geraldine
Switch.
after the show.
Ah.
I'll probably make some graphics. I'll make some new Slasher Man, little 8-bit guys. I just did a new one, 2D effing Fruity Man.
Nice.
Let's see here. Where the hell am I? Thoughts on Slapjack and Reckoning being moved to SmackDown? They need new names. You can't be Slapjack. A guy named Slapjack. It's a terrible name.
Yeah,
He should go to the name he had before.
Yeah. Just once they ended the Retribution or whatever it was called.
They go back or whatever was his name.
After they ended the group, they should have just all went back to who they were.
Mia Yim.
Mia Yim is also on SmackDown too. So
is she Mia Yim or is she still the other name?
Yeah, but,
It was cool. I don't know what the fuck.
Do you think WWE will announce a draft soon?
They
Yeah.
should.
They usually do one after WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
What's Adnan Virk and Pat McAfee like as a commentary team on Raw? I'm on commentary now.
Pat McAfee.
I liked Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. It was all right. I thought he tried to inject some.
They should have a woman in there.
Yeah, they could. I always thought they should have
Are
got
you trying to get the job?
They got a Beth Phoenix on NXT, but I always thought they should give Medusa the spot. I thought that would be
Yeah, I thought she was good whenever she's
interested.
I wonder what happened to Tom Phillips.
I think they fired him, didn't
If they did, they probably put it on the firing website that we got rid of Tom Phillips, future endeavor. But he's just,
the
he's still there.
WWE chopping block.
they? What's Intra's excuse for not watching MLW on Vice?
I have to come up with one. I don't have one yet.
Should wrestlers do the WV when Anthony Ogogo punches them in the gut?
Yep. Maybe Lexar set my shoes on fire or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Jason Mint wants to know, will you be watching MLW on Vice? I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
I watched
things about it.
I watched MLW before. I like Mil Muertes and I like the Last Packs.
Oh, that's cool. They got Mill.
Yeah,
haven't
he's
seen him since Lucha Underground. Okay, yes.
Oh, Lucha Underground is gonna come back.
Yeah, I saw
right.
that.
Excellent. Because they left on a cliffhanger. We haven't seen like what's going to happen with Dario.
Yeah, so
Cueto.
they're now working on the new season. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Is Bruce Briscoe wants to know, is Lexar pushing and pulling? Is Lexar pushing and Tazo pulling?
I think Tazo's doing both at the same time.
Could be.
You never know.
Bam.
Thoughts on Vince eating Cheese Whiz Oreos? So the story came out where Stephanie said that back in the 80s, you know, for like a cheat meal or whatever, Vince would eat a whole bag of Oreo cookies covered in Cheese Whiz.
That sounds gross, really.
That sounds pretty nasty.
That is disgusting.
I mean, I've not tried it, so I don't know for sure, but it does not sound very good.
It doesn't sound appealing.
No, it does not sound good.
Which one would you rather eat, Jack? Mustard on eggs or Cheese Whiz on Oreos?
Oh, I would do mustard on eggs. I mean, I'm not dying to do either, but I would think mustard on eggs would probably be better than Cheese Whiz on Oreo cookies.
Mustard on eggs. Good stuff.
I saw
mustard's healthier for you.
Yeah, mustard's a healthy condiment. I saw the online on Facebook, people were sharing this thing where they had chocolate covered pickles.
Oh, they're awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like pickles. I don't know if I'd like a
They're
chocolate.
pretty good.
All right.
I'll
Give it a go.
I like
I'll try it.
it's better than an Oreo covered in Cheese Whiz.
I've never heard of that. Like, was that a thing ever?
No, I think it's just he's an idiot. I kind of think it's made up.
Yeah.
I've
heard of the cheese on a slice of apple pie. I never thought that sounded
cheddar
very good.
cheese on I think I don't think people do it anymore, but that's what he ate in Taxi Driver.
Yeah, they say it's good, but
I think my grandmother used to eat it like, back in the day.
It's just as close as pineapple on pizza.
No, pineapple on pizza.
Oh no, disgusting.
Delicious.
I prefer pickles and pizza.
I do like pickle pizza. I actually had that. That was good. But if I'm gonna eat a chocolate covered pickle, you have to eat pineapple on pizza. It's the only way it's fair.
Okay.
Frank, how about chocolate covered pickle on pizza?
Mm, I don't know. That
I
sounds
don't
pretty hardcore, so I probably will do it.
I would try it. I'd try just about anything. Frank. When are the audio versions of all these episodes going to get posted to iTunes? I apologize. We're backtracked on the iTunes, but as I explained the other week, we had some problems with the host and everything. But those are all sorted out, so I have to get back and get all the old shows up, which I will eventually.
Hey.
There we go. Well, that's all the questions for this week.
Yay!
Very good. We had a couple new callers. We had Charles, and we've had Geraldine on the show here.
And let's not forget Tazo.
Let's try to forget Tazo.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you for calling in, and I'm glad it worked out. And now you know how to do it, so you can call in any week.
Most definitely.
I will.
All right, very good. All right. Well, I think it's all the questions. I think it's after midnight, so we're gonna get out of here. We'll be back next week. We might have a guest on. We might not. I don't know. If we don't, we'll just hear and talk nonsense like this week. But it'll be a lot better. All right. Until next week. This is Jackie Jones.
1-inch biceps. The power goat.
What do you?
Mr. Dementia.
Lexar. Is Lexar underneath me? I figured Lexar would say
he doesn't know.
Oh, okay.
It's like the people from under the stairs just trying to grab you in.
I'm actually under the stairs. I'm in my basement. My stairs are right here, so I kind of am the person under the stairs at the moment. It's cold down here. This is almost see-through, the shirt I have underneath. I noticed.
Yep.
You can kind of see my skin. It's very sexy and sure.
Whoa.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. Good night, everybody.
Later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.